Ladies and gentlemen, this is the UWO Podcast with your host, the mediator, Kyle Chapman, the angry fan, Eddie Ortiz, and the philosopher himself, Brian Lopes. Sit back, relax, and get your asses in this hole. Welcome to the UWO.
What up, bitches?
Howdy-ho.
And everybody else that's in the comments.
Yes.
As you just heard, as we were so eloquently introduced, I'm that hater in question, the mediator, Kyle Chapman. This is the philosophical, Brian Lopes.
What's going on, everybody?
And this is the angriest man this side of the eastern border, Ortiz.
What do you want from me? It's not anger, it's passion. See, everybody seems to get me twisted. I'm not mad at everything. I'm passionate about it, goddammit. It's like when your fucking Carolina Panthers got 51 dropped on them. How did you feel? Were you passionate or angry? But you're angry, huh?
The UWO podcast now needs a new mediator.
Oh, shit.
What's going on, everybody? First of all, fuck you.
Who's undefeated?
Oh, man, I hate you so much, man.
Looking like Niners Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Well, Baker Mayfield literally handed the Patriots defense.
Here. There you go.
Every time by the way, all of these people here, every last one of these people
are fans.
These are fans.
True fans.
These are fans.
$50 per head.
Hey, man, listen, we're up here in the press box. Tony Schiavone just went downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Excalibur's playing with his mask on the side somewhere.
Yeah, we over have Mauro, he's here too, saying, Mama Mia somewhere. Mm-hmm.
Turn them labels, boys.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
No free promotion. Dude, hilarious story. Carl, if you're in the comments,
if you're awake.
Sure. Oh, man, we fucked him up. Make sure you tell that story about the headphones tomorrow.
Please.
Apparently people got fucked up yesterday, and I was in some sort of group chat, and I had no fucking idea what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Bird. Today is his birthday. Carl Bird from the Codex Prime.
That's right. I'm a Ravens fan, especially after today.
No, we had a surprise party. His girl Natasha hooked us up. She sent us all a message, which you did not obviously receive. You found out about it like the day of or day before.
Yeah, that we started it.
Yeah, and I had to keep Carl away from the house for a little while, and then we went to the party, surprised him, and he got hammered.
So happy birthday, Carl. We fucked you up. True story. He was drinking White Claw. But anyway,
we did. And shout out to Ray. Ray drinking with us. Shout out to Ray.
The homie Ray Gomes. Your shirt's being worked on as we speak, by the way, brother. Let's get on into the wrestling news. There was a news report broken, and I had to put it on the site, of course, because that's how big it was, that Tessa is done in Impact Wrestling. That Crimson Chin apparently
Put that chin up.
I mean, she's widely, let's just be real, she's widely regarded as the best.
She is the best women's wrestler right now going. Show me somebody who's better than her right now.
Charlotte.
Right now, no.
You really didn't tell me that
right now, no.
The plastic woman.
She's athletic.
She's literally becoming Joan Rivers right now. She is Barbie has less plastic on her than Charlotte Flair does at the Colonel.
I mean, look aside, she's a damn good
Charlotte
bro.
cannot lace Tessa's boots.
Tony Storm.
I'm not touching Tessa right now.
All right.
It'd be a great match, and Tony Storm is. I would gladly give her a shot. But Tessa is still above her.
Oscar.
Still above her.
I'll say this.
Shayna Baszler.
I'll say this.
Still above her.
I'll say this. When it comes to right now in the wrestling business.
Right now.
Look at the year. From January on, who's had a better year than Tessa Blanchard in the female division?
Becky Lynch.
Really?
It's true.
It's got to the point with Tessa, they're giving her guys.
Becky Lynch did not lose to Disco Inferno, not once.
She did. Well, technically, that was Scarlett. That was Scarlett.
Tessa beat his ass.
Yeah. Battle Royal.
What, the Royal Rumble?
Battle Royal. The women's Battle Royal. That Disco Inferno decided that he was going to win.
Well, that's different.
Anybody?
Well, they gave Ellsworth the fucking so. But nevertheless, see, what happened was that Disco won that, was trying to embarrass them, and then Tessa whooped his ass and hasn't been seen since. So
I'm sorry, I can't say that Tessa's not the best female right now.
The chick was in an X Division match.
I don't want to spoil nothing, but you guys need to watch Impact this coming Tuesday because there is a major storyline involving Tessa Blanchard. Even though everyone's talking about her leaving and becoming a free agent, yes, she is going to be a free agent, but not fully because there are commitments to WoW Wrestling. So that goes into when
she will be a full free agent. Summer of 2020 is when her full contract's up.
Yeah. Right now, Ryan's in the comments. What's poppin', brother?
Right now, she has some dates left on with Impact, and from what I've seen online, they're trying to work out some. Impact is smart. They're going to go after at least keep her around. Yeah. At least keep her around for some time. They're going to Access and everything.
Especially with the news that everybody on the roster.
And apparently, Impact gave everybody raises.
Yeah.
They had money, so it's not like they got money coming in, and Impact said, okay, you guys, you lower level guys have been with us, stuck with us. We begged you guys to stay with us. We told you guys give us a chance. We're going to turn it around. We did. Mm-hmm. Here's some extra money, which I give them props for. Because when you come to the table and you manage to keep talent at basically nothing, and they're sitting around like, all right, we're going to trust you.
Mm-hmm. When Brian and I said the same thing. I said that Tessa, when she becomes a free agent, is about to be a free agent about as long as Antonio Brown after losing the Raiders.
Pretty much. That's why I'm saying. It's like, Tully, you better have you better have that contract at the house already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I swear, Dominique, I said that to this dude. Tessa versus Oscar.
And let me say that I want to piggyback what Eddie was just saying about the whole Impact thing, right? You got to remember, even though people are so quick, and trust me, we all have our theories of she would go to WWE, she'd go to AEW, whatever. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to Impact, you got to remember, first and foremost, they're a family down there. Yeah. Like, that's a locker room that loves each other. Like, we hear rumors about what's going on in WWE and AEW, you're working together 1 or 2 nights a week. These guys are traveling and doing independent shows together. Mm-hmm. So there's autograph signings. Like I talk about all the time. Ethan Page got a YouTube vlog. And you'll see anywhere he goes, Impact wrestlers are there. Yeah. Like, the Rascals are around. Tessa. Shit, there's jokes about Tessa and Jordan Grace teaming up to go after the tag team titles. You know what I mean? Like, Tessa's
problem. Gary, that would make everybody's head spin. If Tessa went to NWA,
yeah,
everybody's
that's
head
another one.
People's head would explode.
Oh, yeah.
But no, like Corey said, it's literally, she could use it as leverage.
Yeah.
But it's literally WWE and AEW handing her blank checks.
Yeah, easily.
Because at this point, you know, Tony Khan might come out say it on interviews. Oh, you know, I just put in $100 million. You know, whatever money comes in is, you know, from AEW. So, bullshit. When a big name like Tessa comes out, you know he's breaking out the checkbook.
Oh yeah, that's probably nothing to him.
Hey, Dad. Okay, good. How much do you want?
I gotta say the reason I'm on the fence with that whole AEW thing is, can we all agree? Probably we'll disagree. That in terms of women's wrestling and the rosters that they're
the division sucks.
Yes.
Now
that is the weakest. That is the weakest thing right now in AEW. I'll totally 100% agree.
Yeah.
But signing Tessa to come in there, it's a great start.
You sign Tessa to come in there, she's gonna run fucking through that one.
And one thing you gotta look at it like this too. When it comes to the women's division, right? If they're gonna go forward, especially with Impact, because Impact we obviously see there's a lot of creative freedom out there.
Yeah.
And doing all the intergender stuff. And we talk about when it comes to women's division, Impact, in my eyes, still has the best women's division. Every character,
outside
top to bottom,
NXT, they do.
Pretty much, yeah. NXT would probably be number 1 and number 2.
NXT has the best women's division going.
Yeah.
EO is fucking amazing, bro.
Impact definitely is number 2.
Yeah.
When it comes to the women's division.
And if they still want to do things with her, like say they do it, like I said before, maybe they do throw the world title on Tessa. Maybe that's a sticking point. Be like, you know something? I can be the first woman in wrestling history to become a male's world heavyweight champion in a company where their title is recognized as a world title, just like Ring of Honor is, because it's defended all over the world. Impact's title has been defended all over the world. WWE's title, AEW has yet to go outside of America, but once it does, it's officially considered a world title.
Oh, trust me, they're going to be going soon.
So it could be a sticking point for her even to want to stay in Impact. It's a possibility.
My thing is, why would you, like, WWE would, oh my God, they would so fuck her up. Let's be honest here. She's not blonde, and and that chin. Vince likes good-looking girls.
True.
And that is they've already passed on her.
Yes, they did.
They passed on her.
They didn't pass on her. They gave her a chance. She left.
No, they gave her some shows on NXT. She did the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
They never offered her a big contract.
Because she left.
No, they never offered her a contract.
I listened to the Chris Van Fleet interview the other day. So they did not offer.
When she was dating Ricochet.
Yeah. When I read, her and James Storm both left the same way. They tried it out. They said it wasn't for them and left.
No, they said they never offered a contract. They said some reports have been out. The reason why they didn't offer a contract is they said that she was too much of a hassle backstage. So I guess she rubbed people the wrong way backstage.
That'll get you kicked out.
And stuff like that.
Ask Enzo.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, really quick, Corey, to answer your question, yes, I think it will. If Tessa stays until the summer of 2020 with Impact, right? Obviously, Impact has gotten a buzz over the past couple of months. Between people like Brian Cage, who was a freak athlete, you know what I'm saying, and he's their world champion right now. You got a guy like Sami Callihan, who's been killing it on the independent scene, and is probably one of the best heels that most people don't watch on television. You got Tessa Blanchard down there killing it. You got a person like Thick Mama Pump that is memed by everybody. We all look at those photos and we're all like, damn. You know what I mean?
Some people are doing more than just damn.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Get your Ron Simmons on, brother.
You got guys like the Rascals down there. You got a guy like Mike Elgin, who's always been a really good hand. And you have consistent storylines. Impact has had some of the most consistent storylines in a while. I honestly think if people start watching Impact and give them a chance, and especially with someone like Tessa staying there for a little while, yeah, it's going to draw some eyes. And it'll definitely get a buzz going.
Yeah. That's why I said,
Happy birthday, boy.
Kyle.
Happy birthday, Carl.
I do it all the time. I do it all the time.
My birthday's in March. I'm a Pisces.
But like I said,
you said Aries.
Still March.
Stay with Impact or go to AEW. That's the two most freest places that she could be.
Yeah.
Impact, no way Impact can match what AEW would offer money-wise.
Right now, no.
Not right now.
No.
Maybe in maybe in a year or two after being on Access, then yes, they could probably come up with some of that money. But AEW right now wins the money war.
Yeah.
But if she wants to be free and creative, those are the two companies I go with. Because WWE will fuck that. NXT, Triple H will take care of her. Triple H will take care of her. But let's be real. Once she's done with NXT, she gets that main roster, she'll be jobbed to Charlotte.
And really quick,
and the whole world will fucking lose their mind.
I want to throw this out there really quick. I am going to be working on a video for a YouTube channel that I'm going to try to work on for the UWO. Me and Mr. Bird, while I had him here distracted yesterday, came up with a concept of how to debut Tessa Blanchard from start until her main eventing WrestleMania next year. I have the storyline written down. I have the concepts written down. It would be if WWE can book it better than I could. And it's like a play out of what Adam Blampier used to do for What Culture. So I have the script pretty much written out, just getting the video stuff together. And let's see if WWE can book it better than I can.
I can already see what it would be. It would lead to that she would come into the main roster, probably have a quick feud with some lower level talent. And I would say how WWE would treat her. Eventually leading towards Charlotte Flair, Tessa Blanchard, involving the past history.
I would do it.
The past history. No, I'm saying how WWE would do it.
Yeah.
Using the past history of the Four Horsemen and everything.
Yeah.
And in the end, we all know that Charlotte Flair would be the victor in that match. One, because they can't stop sucking on her teeth, and two, Ric Flair.
That's not how I would book it.
Disagree, bro. Honestly, because if somebody comes into the WWE, EC3 was well known to the non-casual wrestling fan. Highly known to the non-casual wrestling fans. A lot of people didn't watch Impact.
Right, no pocket.
So EC3, I'm going to push it aside. But somebody like AJ Styles, who came into the wrestling to the WWE, got treated like royalty gold. He was a huge.
But see, AJ Styles was already royalty.
So was Tessa. Tessa, you just said Tessa.
Tessa's royalty.
So she can get treated greatly.
But she's not blonde, and she has that chin. And Vince, you know how Vince is. He wants them. He wants them dolls.
Bailey is now not blonde. I understand.
First of all,
Becky Lynch has never been blonde.
First of all, Becky was buried at one point.
Nia Jax is blonde.
Nia who?
Nia Jax, the girl that the former women's heavyweight
former champion.
She's a former champion.
That won at Mania.
She won at Mania champion because they were doing the Be a Star.
But she was a former champion.
But she had it though. Okay, let me get this.
There's a reason why in 3 years Charlotte Flair's already, 10 times in 4 years?
We know that she's going to break.
That's obvious.
That's the worst kept secret in wrestling.
Okay, Alexa Bliss is a 5-time former champion. She gets hurt by a gust of wind.
She is fragile.
Yeah, but I will say this.
She's sexier than a mother,
I'll say this.
So that's the reason.
With who they have in NXT and in the future coming up, I think the women's division is going to look a lot different on the main roster in the next 3 years. With girls like Rhea, with girls like Candice, with girls like Bianca, with girls like Toni Storm. You got a roster in NXT that we all know Vince isn't going to keep there for a while. And he's going to pull them up.
Girls, Hunter.
He's going to have to. But if not, eventually we all know they're going to come up to Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
They're going to have to change the division. You can't just keep...
She's not as big as AJ Styles. I don't think there's going to be, aside from Becky Lynch, anybody.
But we're talking about... Well, I'll say this. Can we all agree on this, right? Right now, man or woman, when Tessa Blanchard is officially a free agent, she is the hottest free agent in pro wrestling.
And there's no doubt about it.
Without a doubt. She's
and you're not going to pay top dollar to have somebody's job. That's just bottom line. You're never going to give somebody top dollar to job. Name one. Name one.
Vince McMahon is literally signing people just to make sure that.
Yeah, but they're not going to bury. They're not going to bury her right away, especially in the women's. All right, we can all agree the women's division isn't thick right now in WWE.
NXT.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if
what I'm saying is that we all know that after a few months we will all be sitting here like, what the fuck is WWE doing with the Tessa?
Yeah, but you gotta think, she's gonna be thrown right to the top of the card. That's not someone even in NXT. She's gonna be pushed in the top wherever she goes. So I think personally, they might even bypass NXT with her and put her straight to the main.
Nowhere, Gary. Let's just be real.
So I think they're going.
He definitely burnt that bridge.
What up?
Next up?
Yeah, honey, before we
but with Tessa, I think she's going to be moved up, and she like we already know she has a built-in history with Charlotte, so that's not something you're going to delay with WWE. We all know they're going to jump right to.
They're going to go right for that. The history with Tully and Ric Flair, they could tie into that.
They're going to jump right into that.
But the point that I made on behind the scenes, I want to actually get this on the air. Like I said before, AEW's women's roster is the worst. Let's just be real of the main faction.
And
now she gets there. She runs through the whole women's division as we expect her to, right?
Yeah.
She runs through it. At what point do we say she's getting the Charlotte Flair treatment and start turning on her? There's no competition for her. She's looking great. Or she jobs up to make other women in the division look a little bit better, in which case isn't that what Vince McMahon you're saying would do to her?
But see, she would have more creative freedom. She would be utilized better in AEW.
Oh, there's no question.
Yeah, utilized definitely. She'd be utilized a lot.
That's where I get to. Taking losses doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Okay.
In AEW it matters.
In AEW does.
Yeah. But with WWE, the way they like, she'll lose to Charlotte in like a fucking 1 minute match.
I don't think
that's the kind of shit that
I don't think that. I don't think they'll bury her that.
She's not getting the Kofi treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. Everybody thought Kofi was going to get the Kofi treatment, and then Kofi got Kofi treatment.
Well,
I don't know if you guys want to go.
Daniel Bryan got a fucking treatment.
I wasn't too happy about that.
Daniel Bryan literally is like fucking top tier fucking godhood in WWE, and they gave him a treatment at one point. So it's not above WWE to give people.
First of all, it's not that Kara chick. It's Kara Hogan. Respect her sexy ass with her whole name.
She does have a boot.
She does have a boot.
But can you imagine Tessa versus, I don't know, Britt Baker?
It would be a good match. But the thing is with...
That would be a good match?
Against Britt Baker?
Yes. That would be a slaughter.
It'll be a slaughter. But Tessa's so good that she'll make Britt Baker look a lot better.
Britt's not a bad wrestler.
And I don't understand how much Britt's not where she is. You look at Adam Cole. Is he not training?
But she's not bad. All right, Britt Baker, I can say, is not bad. Okay,
she's not. But
Brie Priestley, not bad. But Nyla needs work still. But she looks a lot better right now in her career than Nia Jax did in her career. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing I can say when it comes to Nyla Rose. You can definitely see potential in her, but she's not that good in the ring.
Nyla Rose,
yeah. Nyla's good.
She's still green as shit.
Bella botches less than Nyla.
No, I'm not burying her for that. I'm not burying her for that. No, that's not what I'm saying.
True. You know it's true.
This is my comparison.
I don't think anybody can botch more.
This is my comparison. I'm talking about Nyla Rose right now. From what we've seen of her, looks a lot better than Nia Jax from what we've seen of her at that point in her career.
But Nyla Rose, we use the term her very loosely.
Okay. Tease hating.
Hey, tease. He's the one.
It's him. The one in the middle.
Oh, shoot the guy in the black shirt out.
The hater, ladies and gentlemen. So, but no, you know what I mean? The division's cool, but I honestly think she may actually work better right now in WWE. But you got to remember, Tessa's only, 23 years old?
24.
Yeah, she's a baby.
Yeah.
She's a baby right now.
At this point,
she got a ton of time.
At this point, it's just a matter of her sitting back and saying, okay, I know the money's going to be good, but it comes down to her personally.
She's established. Now she's looking for the money. You know that.
Oh no, it's going to be a bidding war.
Yeah, no, she's going to get paid. She's going to get paid no matter where she goes.
It's just a matter of coming down to which contract do I sign? Do I sign with a company that will give me more freedom, or do I sign with a company that I have to follow exactly to a T what they want me to do?
But she also will make a shit ton of money.
Sorry, I'm wrong.
Either way, either contract she signs,
she's going to make money.
A shit ton of money on it. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just a matter of to her personally. Like I said, you know, you can go for the big money, but you're going to be happy in the end.
Yeah.
A lot of guys are giving up the big money in WWE because they're not happy.
Exactly, yes.
So that's what it comes down to. The perception of right now in wrestling, if you're a talent, is that going to WWE, you're going to get some good money, but you're going to be fucking miserable.
I just thought of another non-blonde WWE diva who was treated very greatly, who I can see Tessa compared to. Paige.
Yeah. She could go down the Paige route. Remember, Paige ain't wrestling right now, so they may need another dominant female, and it could be Tessa. Mm-hmm. So, but
and she was young.
But that's just it. They have,
and she's not going to get piked in the back.
This is what.
I mean,
she's durable. We all know that. She's durable.
This is what kills me about WWE. They have a stacked women's division. But it's just they
don't fucking utilize it. Yeah. I'll give you that 1,000%.
They don't do shit with none of them.
And another thing, too.
Except for 5 of them.
And there's another thing that we got to talk about, too. And yes, we can all agree Tessa's a third generation wrestler. You know, stepdaddy being Magnum.
True.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff. And you got to remember, like, she's a lot different than the people that we grew up with, right? Like, her mindset in pro wrestling could just be to make money right now.
AJ Lee, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
AJ.
We don't
know what she really wants.
Personally, if she has a plan for herself and what she wants to do with herself.
Yep.
Or if she just like, okay, I need to get paid. Mm-hmm. I want to stack up the paper, and that's all I want.
Or like I said, too, she could stay in Impact for another year. Like I said, she's 24 years old. She's got a lot of time.
Ridiculously bright future.
Mind you, she could probably not, even if, say she does go to AEW, right? Mm-hmm. And eventually she does want to go to WWE. By the time she goes to WWE, her stock's already been risen. She's winning world titles outside of WWE.
She wouldn't even have to, at this point, she wouldn't have to go to WWE at this point. She could wait.
She can take her time.
She has a higher, brighter future than Tua.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, everybody wants it. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
But I just don't. I mean, as much as I love AEW, at this point, I don't think it's right for her.
I agree. As much as I would love to see her there, I'd rather her stay in Impact.
I'd rather her go to NWA.
Yeah.
I'd rather her go anywhere besides the WWE.
Get her to NWA. Let NWA blow up. Because honestly, guys, if you're not watching NWA, you are missing some good fucking wrestling.
Can I please get into my NWA rant?
Get him.
All right. I'm sorry. I want to come on record and say this, right?
By the way, just for the record, damn! All right, continue. Motorboat!
Shout out to Camille Brickhouse, by the way, looking stunning as always.
I want to know who she was.
Got bricks in her chest. She's a fucking huge.
But no, I want to say this. Not just, and before I get into my NWA power thing, Tuesday nights is officially my favorite night for pro wrestling. I'm sorry. When it comes to Tuesday nights, it's so refreshing.
Victor, you go all the way to hell.
AEW Dark is fun as hell. I like it. I love the fact
Taz on commentary too.
I love they had Taz on commentary and stuff. AEW Dark is, to me, it's cool as shit. The fact that Impact is now going to access. Wait, what happened? What did I miss?
Dina.
It's true. Thanks,
Get in line, Dina. There's a line forming behind me.
Take a number. But no. Now that Impact's coming on, it gives people something else to want to watch on Tuesday night. But I am going to say this, and I am standing by this. I don't care. Fight me. NWA Power is the second best television wrestling show on TV, YouTube, whatever, for the week.
Stop. Repeat.
NWA Power is the second best wrestling show of the week.
Stop. Repeat.
NWA Power is the second best wrestling show of the week.
Stop. Remix it.
So, but yeah, you get the point. I'm sorry. NWA Power is fucking great.
It is.
It is the best hour of pro wrestling.
Fucking love it.
I am so entertained. I love.
Feel is so fucking refreshing.
I love the throwback feel. Yeah. I love the interaction with the commentators. I love the dude doing the interviews, getting pumped out.
It's literally like right beside the ring. I didn't even know that.
Austin Idol is fucking golden.
Yes.
This just goes to show you how not scripted they are, right? First off, the crowd's chanting Captain Morgan at him. Yeah. He gets up and puts a leg up like Captain Morgan. He's like, I'm not Captain Morgan. Like, he's playing along with it. Mr. Anderson is there. Colt Cabana got salt thrown in his face pretending to be Cowboy James Storm this week by Josephias. Mm-hmm. Okay? I love this show.
Spoiler alert, in case you haven't seen it.
If you haven't seen the episode, go on YouTube. It is the most fun hour of old school pro wrestling. I love the studio audience. If they're getting paid, pay them even more. The show is great. The show, top to bottom, love it. Intros, fuck theme music, get in the ring, wrestle. If you're gonna put a promo, Eddie Kingston's opening promo for this show, if you did not see that, that is the best promo of the week. And I'll even throw it out there for one of the best promos of the year. That shit was pure fire. NWA, you guys are knocking it out the park in my eyes. I fucking love that show. Fight me. This is the best one.
Dude, no bullshit. When you watch it, you'll find out he's not lying.
It's so good.
It really is good.
It is good. I pick Wednesdays. Wednesdays is my day.
Nick Aldis.
Because I'm sorry, Monday.
Dude, no, Wednesday night's definitely number one overall.
Mondays has literally gotten to the point where I DVR and fast forward through most of it. Mm-hmm. And like I said, on Friday, after I watched the opening, my girl said, "Oh, I want to go out to eat." I said, "Let's go."
And I'll be honest,
I never went back and watched SmackDown.
I will be honest. I did not watch SmackDown this week, and I barely watched a bit of Raw.
Literally, the show comes on Mondays and Fridays, and I'm like, "Oh, the only reason why I remember is because my DVR light's on," and I'm like, "Oh, what's recording? Oh, wrestling's on." I have no. I've gotten to the point where I have no interest in Raw or SmackDown. I
hate to say it, guys. I really do. But as the weeks go by, I find myself watching less and less of Raw and SmackDown.
See, yeah.
Every week, I gave them a chance up to the draft. Mm-hmm. They did nothing with the draft.
Yep.
Okay, you keep screaming. It's a fresh start.
I see.
It was supposed to be a fresh start.
1 week after the fresh start, it looked literally like the same shit. And I'm like,
but I gotta say, Monday Night Raw, great ending. My dogs made their debut, even though
excuse me,
totally botched the match.
Gentlemen,
they botched the match.
Yeah.
They botched the match. It was supposed to be a 3-on-3.
You mean Montez Ford made his debut?
Shut up. Shut the hell up.
Stop hating on Dawkins. Dawkins is good.
Dawkins is gold, man.
I give you that. The Street Profits came out and did their thing. Yeah. That crowd, man. These crowds.
They got pumped up by the
Gentlemen. Out of respect for NWA, can we keep this one on NWA? Okay. Because they deserve it.
Go ahead.
They fucking deserve it. The show is good.
Yes, it is.
The show is really good.
Shut up, Trevor Murdoch.
And you know what I love about that company? It's all about the title.
Yeah.
If you're not here for the title, what the fuck are you doing here?
That is so true.
It's about the 10 pounds of gold.
That is
Sweet Charlotte. That belt is one of the most beautiful titles in pro wrestling. And God damn it, I love what Billy Corgan's doing with it. Nick Aldis is on my list right now for Wrestler of the Year, just based on the fact he still hasn't lost the title. He's been champion for almost a year. The match with Marty Scurll's been good, and he's gotten him a show now. Nick Aldis has been killing it. So, I'm sorry. I'm going to throw his name in the hat when the time comes. He probably ain't going to win it, but he deserves to be there. Mm-hmm. And he's making that title relevant. He's making that company relevant. Guys like James Storm showing up. I love the fact that people are coming out of fucking retirement to go there.
I tune in just for her for an hour.
Marty Bell is on there. Yep. Woo, that's another one.
Don't forget about
Mr. Anderson's there now.
Brickhouse out there in a bikini, and I'll watch the whole hour.
They probably would.
Don't forget about the intellectual savior of the masses.
That's what I'm saying. So the show has been good.
I give it to Billy Corgan. He's getting some people that literally at one point said, "I'm done with wrestling," because Aaron Rex he became an actor.
He's in a movie. He has a movie coming out.
He literally at one point said, "I'm focusing on acting. I'm done with wrestling," and somehow Billy Corgan got him to come back out.
Yeah,
Mr. Anderson.
He's been training. He's been a trainer for the
but he's literally like phased himself out, and all of a sudden he got sucked right back in. So I give it to Corgan. He's somehow getting these guys on board.
And the thing I love about it is they're being pro wrestlers.
Yo, facts, Gary. That means suits are on point.
Yes. He looks like a world champion.
That is shades of Ric Flair
that's the huge thing. This is what I've been saying. We're getting wrestling shows, and everybody's still clamoring over WWE product, but WWE's not a wrestling show anymore.
Exactly.
Dave Meltzer even said it. Dave Meltzer calls him a parody of wrestling.
No, it's true.
NWA.
But this is why NWA is picking up steam, because people want to see wrestling. Yes, we get the storylines. Yes, okay, you sprinkle in some little comedy shit here and there, but where's the fucking wrestling? If I tune into a wrestling show and see a 1-minute match, what the fuck is that?
Yep.
And then I see a 20-minute fucking promo with some fucking old guys bickering with their teeth almost falling out of their mouths.
I love every
because,
promo.
sorry, I can't watch Hogan and Ric Flair bicker back and forth at their age and be like, oh, this is a wrestling show.
And this is what I love about the NWA. All promos are either about the person that's directly in front of me or the title that I want.
Exactly.
It's not about you stole my girlfriend, I'm getting cockfolded. It's like, look, I'm here because I want to wrestle. And I want that title. And the Tim Storm, Eli Drake promo was fucking money.
Hell, Trevor Murdoch's promo, and he lost the match.
Yeah.
And he lost the match.
All he said was,
good match.
You were a better man. It was great.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I'm sorry. NWA Power to me is the second best show out on television, or wrestling show of the week, period.
And bullshit, I went into it, I was like, I'm expecting like an old school, it's just going to be okay matches, but nah, matches were good.
Yeah. I'll tell you this right now, even the pay-per-views I'm iffy on. Like, I'm literally, like...
Hold on. Quick question. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I got a quick question from Mr. Philosophical.
Yes.
Who's taking that strap off of Aldis?
Right now in NWA?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, my money...
One would say Storm eventually, but he's got the...
He can't fight for the title no more. Oh, James Storm. James Storm, maybe,
I would say Storm in the future...
And I love the fact, too, the promo that Eli cut, and he was like, since you hold that title, you're next in line. Yeah. Like how back in the day with WCW, they're like, if you're the U.S. champion, you're next in line for the
like the Intercontinental title was?
Yeah, like the Intercontinental title. I love that fucking promo, too. But no, continue.
I missed that whole... It's like Afro Samurai. You got that headband. Only number 2 could challenge you.
Exactly.
I miss that feel. That's what made
Shout out to Afro Samurai, by the way. That was one of my favorite ones.
I love that fucking shit. That shit was a bad. But I love that feel. I love that concept of your secondary title. You win that title, and then you get a chance at the main title.
Yes.
Now you win that secondary title, and you don't even sniff the fucking main card.
You're just holding a belt just to hold the belt.
It's like I miss those days.
Yeah, and that's what I love about the show. Like, it all works.
And that's why NWA is getting headway, because they're tapping into a dead thing that people have forgotten about. Wrestling.
And you remember how the other day we were talking about, them going into bigger arenas and selling out and all this stuff? Their pay-per-view sold out in a day. All the tickets in the arena sold out in one day. It could work. And Billy Corgan, if he's budgeting it right, and NWA is at a steady pace where they're going to grow and not lose money, and it's a viable thing, and they have over 4 million plus views in 2-3 weeks now. You know what I'm saying? They're doing something right.
Just so you know, Gabe, just before he starts, I was about to do that, but then I remembered my burial is coming up. Don't worry about it. It's coming up.
Yes. All right. So since we were just talking about Tuesday, should we get to Wednesday?
The Night Wars?
Let's get to the Wednesday Night Wars, gentlemen. Which show do you want to start off with first?
We got to start out with what I thought was the better overall show, and Eddie's going to fucking hate me. But I thought NXT won this week.
All right.
I thought it won this week, bro.
So you think NXT won because of this moment right here?
Right there. Yo, no BS. Everybody who watched that live, everybody who's... I want all of these people behind me to vouch for me.
Say yeah.
Nobody saw that coming.
Nope.
Nobody saw that
That was
coming.
last week, Gabe.
Not one person attending, watching. I don't even think the people in the locker room knew that was coming. And if you guys didn't watch NXT yet, spoiler alert.
Yes.
Finn fucking Balor is not Finn Balor anymore. That is not Finn Balor. That's the leader of the fucking Bullet Club right there.
That shit went over. When he said, my past is my future, everybody assumed, okay, he's back at NXT. That's his past.
Yeah.
Nobody said, holy shit, we're getting Prince Devitt back. Nobody in the wrestling community.
The real rock and roller.
Nobody in the wrestling community. Nobody in fucking podcasters. Fucking dirt sheets. Nobody said they were getting fucking old school Balor back.
Yeah.
He did get a tattoo, so maybe
his hair. He grew his hair out a little bit more.
Yeah. But the fact that he cut his hair too.
Nobody put that two and two together, and I was like, holy shit! I watched AEW that night, and I was getting ready to go to bed. I saw these. I saw this one over here. Yo, NXT, you gotta watch it. And I'm like, oh well, I guess I'm staying up late tonight. On NXT. I watched the end of it. I was like, holy fuck.
And
then the fact, I loved it.
Said the Prince is back.
I loved it. Did anybody know he did not touch Ciampa?
Yep.
Not once.
Not once.
He barely looked at Ciampa. He went out to go get. He didn't throw up the Undisputed Era signs. He threw up the guns.
Yep.
So it leaves it wide open.
That's the song I should have used. The old Finn Balor Bullet Club theme. I gotta find
wide
that.
open for everybody wants Finn. Everybody's saying that Finn's going to join the Undisputed Era. I don't think he's going to join the Undisputed Era.
Neither do I.
I think Finn's going to be. He's going to be heel Finn.
Starting this Bullet Club.
We may get a Club 2.0 because we can't use the Bullet Club, but
actually
the real club. We might get the real club.
There is a rumor that they're going to be called something similar to a Bullet Club, but it's going to be something.
We might get Balor Club.
Honestly,
there was rumors a long time ago that we were going to get Balor Club. That's what Gallows and Anderson were going to join Finn.
Yeah. Well, you got to think of it like this too. What have they been teasing online for a little while? The OC going down against Undisputed Era, and now that you have Finn down there, maybe it's you finally pulled the trigger.
But I love it that we get Finn versus Gargano. Get that storyline to play out.
That's going to be such a fucking banging.
That's going to be
it leaves the Tommaso and Cole to play out their storyline.
Yep.
And everything. And Red Dragon needs some opponents.
Yes.
Can we get Lee and Dijak together? Can somebody?
The Monstars.
Can somebody?
You can't do that name, Brian.
I'll sue. Touch me and I'll sue.
You can't take your gamer tag.
Touch me or I'll sue.
I don't care what name they got, but can we get those two guys back together again? Because
yes, please.
Literally love to see them run that tag team division.
That main event, Keith Lee. Oh man,
I've been trying to. How many times have I told y'all?
Boy is back.
I told you that shit was good.
It took what, like 6 years for us to get the Roddy that we were all been saying that this is the Roderick Strong that we all knew and loved in ROH and in the Indies.
Generation Next, No Remorse Corps. Roddy was a fucking Generation Next. That's early Ring of Honor.
It took a long time for them to give us the Roddy we've been waiting for, but dear God, that fucking triple threat match. Okay,
it was fine.
Cameron Grimes and fucking
another guy that another two guys I've been high on. NXT is on fire right now.
That match
is a damn good show.
Let's not forget Rhea Ripley and Io Shirai and Shayna Baszler.
Shit, Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox are back together.
I do have one downside to that show. Can we get Duke and Shafir the fuck off TV?
Agreed.
Just like Mario was going to do with your styles. I just want Mario to do stuff like I don't want Bethany next time. Just Mario.
Oh yeah,
that's my
literally. If Mario pulled Joey Styles and did commentary by himself, I would
All right, give me a sec.
Don't worry, guys. We got our audio guy.
Now you should be able to hear us again.
But yeah,
sorry guys.
Jessamine Duke and Maria Shafir. Get them the fuck off TV.
Agreed.
Shafir's not that bad.
Dude.
Okay,
Jessamine Duke's good. Jessamine Duke has potential.
Neither one of them has potential.
What kills me with Duke is that outfit. I don't need to see your little flabby cheeks bouncing around and stuff. Give her pants.
First of all, she's rocking a Miley Cyrus.
Now, her and Shafir need to change outfits. Because I'm sorry.
They need to change professions.
Honestly,
okay. Roddy's baby mama.
There's no more spit takes.
Roddy's baby mama needs to go home and take care of the baby.
That's so fucked up.
Send them back to the UFC, to the MMA, to Bellator, to anybody.
Oh, that's fine.
But please, get those two women off TV. Okay, Shayna Baszler has come along. Shayna Baszler has become a women's wrestler.
Yes.
These two have become jokes. Okay.
But honestly, though, dude,
not even.
That's another reason.
Not even Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox.
Tessa's horsewoman, Shayna's and Ronda's horsewoman, Sasha and Bailey's horsewoman.
You never know.
First of all, you can't even call Ronda's horsewoman because it's literally Ronda and Shayna Baszler. It's literally Shayna Baszler only because Shayna Baszler's even past Ronda.
And the sad thing is, in MMA,
I agree with that 1,000%.
Out of all these MMA people that have come in recently, Shayna Baszler and Matt Riddle have surpassed all of them.
I've been saying that from the jump street.
I haven't thought of style though. It's like.
That's what I'm saying. Some people don't like her style, but her style is efficient. It works.
It does. It literally looks like she's brutalizing the fuck out of people.
You know who it reminds me of?
Every time she stomps on somebody's arm, I legit think she played that shit.
I got a comparison for you guys. Tell me she doesn't remind you of 1995-96 William Regal in WCW.
Wow.
The way she would wrestle.
Wow.
The way he would brutalize somebody and fuck them up.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what she reminds me of. And she works with
Gary, we do not need more than no. Okay.
You mean the longest rated women's tag team champions of all time?
You were the ones that you wanted?
You wanted them.
You wanted those titles.
The ones that they won at WrestleMania.
Yes.
So their WrestleMania record is.
Yeah, 1-0?
1-0.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tag team.
They got commercials.
Yeah.
Merchandise.
Carmax commercial.
I'd rather
Josiah remixed their song.
Yes.
They got an iconic rap song.
I'd rather watch Duke and Shafir wrestle than those two.
All right, first of all, Billy Kay, before she got to the main roster,
at least we're
not that bad.
Billy Kay, when she used to wrestle in Shimmer, was actually pretty good. That's the scary part, but it's like, what the fuck happened?
How these women who are either married or dating professional wrestlers suck in the ring?
Ask
Roddy's baby mama sucks.
Brie Bella.
Shawn Spears.
Actually, not Charlotte's pretty good. She's fucking a wrestler.
Pretty good.
She's fucking a wrestler.
She is. Bianca Belair.
She's okay.
Bianca Belair is really good. I like.
And shout out to Gary because Gary said
Bianca's so underrated.
I love the fact that Gary said he would fight Montez Ford for Bianca.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man. You know what I'm saying? King Cortez, by the way, just so you guys realize it.
Shout out to the one-man tag team, Montez Ford.
I fucking hate you.
Stop hating on Dawkins.
But Bianca Belair has come along. That fucking hair,
because Chad,
that ponytail.
Because she's good, but she's.
It's eventually somebody in a storyline or something. Somebody that cut that bitch off on her.
It's a storyline. It'll happen.
There's not only one member of the Young Bucks, and that's Jackson.
All right. Well, since we did hit up NXT. Well, since we talked about NXT, do we have to go to the other show? And
wait! Before we move on from NXT,
yes.
Shout out to everybody behind that barricade.
Yes.
Y'all motherfuckers got the fuck out of there when he got drop kicked.
Did you see the gif of when he went to go grab the chair, right? And there was some little kid like, I'm gonna fuck him up, Daddy. He was back. It was like, oh my God. He was like, oh, hurt Johnny. He's like, I hate Johnny. It's Scrappy Doo getting pulled back.
I love the way the internet,
Don't worry, Gabe. We will get Kyle Chapman. We will address bullshit like that.
Oh, we are going to get to that story.
I love the way people went like, damn, how do they keep doing Johnny like that? You want to make somebody a bad guy?
You know
Johnny Gargano's your man. This is what happened backstage.
Brian.
Here's Hunter. Hey, Johnny, somebody needs to go heel. I'm on it, boss.
You know what it is?
Out there.
You know what it is?
Turns on.
Johnny Gargano is the new school version of Sting. Everybody turns on Sting.
Yeah. If you need somebody, if you want somebody to go heel and you want him to get heel heat, you literally got to go for the heart and soul. And Johnny Gargano's the heart and soul of NXT.
Like I said,
if a raindrop hit Johnny, the NXT crowd would boo the rain. Okay, that's how beloved Johnny is. They try to turn Johnny heel, and people are like, no, fuck you.
No, we're still calling him Johnny Wrestling.
Fuck you.
He got the Becky treatment. Oh,
yes.
I hate all you people. No, that's written. Fuck you. We love you. We love you, man.
Even Daniel Bryan. Tuesday, he's tried so hard.
Yeah, it's true.
You mean the Planet's champion?
Yeah. He got people to boo him because he wanted people to recycle. And yet people were still like, no, we can't boo you. We don't want to boo you. The second he showed a sliver of the old Daniel Bryan, they were like, yes.
People were popping for him.
That drop kick was serious.
Yeah, that was vicious.
The good thing they had some plans back there to catch him because he might have gone through the arena.
They cleared the way.
Yeah.
They all moved.
They moved, but all the people that were there were plants to catch Johnny.
You know what they said about the plants, right? You heard what they said about the plants? The people in the audience thought they were actual fans because they were plants. They're trainees at the school.
Yeah.
But they were in line with the fans, went through concourse with the fans, were literally sitting there the entire show. They didn't just get put there.
They did not.
That's why it worked so good. They legit looked like they were wrestling fans the entire night. They were cheering and booing and all that stuff. It looked good.
Because that barricade didn't catch Johnny.
Yeah, no.
That barricade did shit to catch Johnny. He was going to right through the wall. He would be a cartoon character.
Speaking of barricades and walls,
Yeah, I'm kind of confused by that statement.
because we do have a couple other things to get to. Speaking of barricades and walls, this company doesn't have an imaginary wall there.
But
Fucking love that.
we got tickets.
I got a ticket. Do you not know how much I loved when he said that? When he's like, they ain't not keeping me from going up there kicking your ass. I was like, thank you. I'd be saying that all the time when you got the heel up in the crowd cutting a promo and the face is sitting there like, go get him.
But Brian has an interesting point, though. Jericho says that line about tough guys don't wear scarves.
That shit.
You know, he was trolling himself, right? That shit was when he said that, I was like, come on, Jericho, you got a scarf for you. You made the scarf. Imagine he took that from you. Yeah. That shit got that from you, motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
I love that when he said that. I was like, you Jericho was just a troll.
That was fucking unscripted.
It's so good. I just want to say this really quick because we're gonna jump.
I love
We're gonna talk about
with
this
the air horns.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, motherfucker, really got air horns?
They did.
I thought it was the fan.
No, it was them.
I know, but I'm thinking it's the fans.
Is Bellator tonight?
No, Bellator was actually fun. Did you not see the Inner Circle interview?
I heard about that, but I didn't see the match.
Look, first off, Ortiz, you're becoming a national treasure. Ortiz is becoming a national. They're interviewing them, right? Ortiz is just like this, like a crackhead.
Yeah.
Like they're like, so what do you think of the guy? And he's in the match, and Santana's like, my boy Hager's going to show why he's a monster. Ortiz just grabs him like, he's doo-doo! He's doo-doo! I'll jump in the cage and I'll fucking stab him! Like, it was great!
People all over social media like, either he's on coke or he tore up on the Bugan.
Dude!
That man was a marijuana.
He was
on
some shit!
Yo, he was up in there like, the facial expressions.
Dude, he was geeking. He was like, he had the fucking firearm. Yeah, like it was great. Dude, Ortiz, him with the air horns, him screaming, we the best. Ortiz, you're becoming a national treasure, my dude. I love it. But really quick, the whole show was great, but we have to talk about the segment. Because that segment...
Gabe, I didn't want to get into that. Go ahead.
You're the only one who really didn't like the segment.
I didn't think it was as great as everybody said it was.
Oh, I thought it was beautiful.
There's a couple of reasons. I'll get into that after you guys.
No. I would love to hear the Cody.
All right, number one. All right,
breaking the fourth wall.
All right, here we go. Number one. That whole I'm gonna go up there and kick all their asses. Okay, cool. Then, if I remember correctly, the first person to come out was MJF. No, Dustin. So I'm like, okay.
Got the pop.
Well, we're gonna get another person after that, which happened to be MJF.
Which got a huge pop.
Yeah, but he's like,
when he turns,
fucking heel, by the way.
Is he though?
He is a heel.
I've called Cheek if he's a heel.
No. See, MJF is a heel, but he's out looking out for his best friend.
Okay.
But just like Sasha Banks and Bailey.
Right after him came one that I completely didn't see coming, and I'm not gonna lie, marked out because that's my dog. DDP came out. However, the whole fighting in the press box and then fighting in the concession area, I just didn't like it.
Oh, dude, I loved it. You want me to tell you?
I did like that we bought a ticket.
Here we go. You want me to tell you?
Shout out to the guy in the crutch, though.
Yeah, the guy in the crutches was great. I'll tell you why I loved it. First things first. Yes, and of course, I understand people are going to be like, oh, they were taking a shot at WWE. First off, they never said WWE. Second of all, did they...
Motherfucker, and Trump never said... No, I'm sorry.
No, but no, this is the thing, right? All they said was, this isn't where we have an imaginary wall anymore. I can go up there. So the crowd knew Cody was going up there.
Yeah.
All right? The fact that he went up there, right? Yes, they ran into the little box and locked the door. You know what I loved about it? He took MJF's thing and wrapped it around his hand.
He's like this. MJF said.
That shit was hot. Because most people, if you're going to punch a window, they're like, oh, I'm not going to punch you in my fist. I'm going to put something in my hand. So it was believable. Another thing that made it believable was, unlike WWE, there wasn't a camera inside where the inner circle was because they knew they were going to be there. No, they ran in there and hid like they were really running and hiding from them. And yes, Cody breaking the glass was cool as shit. Like he could have hurt himself.
Shout out to Jericho selling that glass break, because I really thought he fucking got some glass in his eye.
Yeah,
dude.
He was like this. I was like,
when they first blocked, he was like that, and then when I'm thinking it was gonna be another Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh fuck, here we go.
I hope he wasn't. Yeah, I'm thinking he wasn't hurt. And then come on, they fought through the concourse, like you said. The guy in the crutches.
He was matching his fist into Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots was great. Jericho gave them another sponsor.
My burials is coming, Andrew. My
burials are coming up next.
I said it right now.
So don't tune away because you're gonna love this.
We made it.
Yeah,
we made it. Wrestling fans are gonna eat Dippin' Dots now.
Oh, for real? You know what?
I wanted some Dippin' Dots.
I've never had Dippin' Dots a day in my life. Never once.
First of all, I tried them the last time I went to the zoo for the first time in my life. I'm lactose intolerant, in case anybody doesn't know that, and I didn't think that this was real ice cream. First of all, that's a lie. That's real ice cream. But
yes,
you can ask that toilet. Secondly, it's just like, how can I explain it? You ever have something that, like, once it goes into your mouth, it just like melts?
Yes.
I just imagine that melting into ice cream. That's all it is.
Is it cold though?
Yeah, it's cold.
It's like little snowballs of ice cream.
As soon as it hits your tongue, you just get the ice cream flavor.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, I'm gonna try it one day.
Yeah, the dude with the crutches, it wasn't a plant. That was a fan on crutches, because you can see if you look close in the background of the whole melee, the security guard trying to help him and everything, pushing him out the way, sliding him out the way and everything. The guy's still on the floor, like, waiting for somebody to get some new crutches. So, shout out to that guy. I hope he got some tickets out of the deal.
And Andrew even said this too, and I want to bring this up. The other thing about them fighting in the concession stand area was it felt real. Because aside from one or two guys from Atlas Security, they never had everything blocked off like a WWE. And and we've been to WWE shows before. When someone's coming through the crowd or something's going into the crowd.
All right, this area right about here.
Yeah. Where they're going through that.
Right about here?
Yeah, right around there.
Security guard here.
Yeah.
And right about here, there would be nobody standing about here, and then if you go down these steps here,
and there would be
a wrestler waiting right there behind.
And there would be like 3 or 4 cameras around there, right?
Yeah.
So it legitimately felt like it was a one-take shot with one camera.
I was wanting to be a meteorologist.
It felt spontaneous.
It felt very spontaneous. Jim Cornette loved it.
Yeah.
That goes to show you they did something right. If Jim Cornette loved something that AEW was doing, he liked Orange Cassidy. He enjoyed Orange Cassidy this week.
Cornette is moving up on my list, man.
Dude, Cornette is great. I love Cornette.
Cornette hates stuff in wrestling more than I do. Dude, for him to be like,
Cornette was like, yo, that was good shit.
He's all of Vince McMahon's laws. Like, this is a title.
Yeah.
Okay? This is not a belt.
No.
It is a title.
No, he even said it. He goes, it's a belt. He goes, it is a belt. Cornette says it's a belt.
I'm sorry.
It is a belt. If you really think about it, the belt is a representation of your championship.
Wrestler.
That you are the champion. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it is a belt. But no, for me, I love the segment. And honestly, the rest of AEW was fucking great. The fact that they didn't even go to commercial during the first 2 matches of the semifinals, I thought was fucking awesome in the tag team semifinals.
One other thing I didn't like about AEW, and it's critiquing, that Private Party versus Lucha Bros match should have been a main event. That shit was fucking phenomenal.
Agreed.
Yeah,
that was
agreed. The match order did throw me off, but I was like, Private Party and Lucha Brothers. I can understand you want to get the crowd hot, at the beginning, so I can see why they put it up.
It's the war
aspect. The ball on record high for everybody else.
But you know what it is? Agreed. No, 100% agree with that. But at the same time, what are they in right now? They're in a war.
That was fucking phenomenal.
And I love the fact that they literally started with them in the ring, bell about to ring. Like, welcome to AEW. By the way, the match is about to start right now. Sit down, grab your popcorn, and here we go.
The party's entrance, and we missed it.
I do too. I actually enjoy it. I like their and Lucha Bros entrance, but I love that. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm turning it on. Oh shit, I'm not changing the channel. Yeah. Like you had me the moment the show was on.
That's one of the things that's always irked me.
Moxley and Pac was a good match.
Yeah, it was a good match.
That's what's irked me about the lately. That they just gotten those 20-minute fucking goddamn monologues at the beginning of a show. The fucking half hour in, and all you've seen is talking.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's like you lose all interest in watching the rest of the show.
This show was a half hour in, and it was nothing but wrestling and not even one commercial.
Great wrestling, too. Dude, number one, you guys can go back and watch that match 1,000 times over. You won't find one fucking botch.
Agreed.
It was not one botch.
It was damn good.
There was the spots. The fucking gin and juice into a fucking destroyer. Ray
Phoenix is on that android treatment that fucking Ricochet's on.
That Ospreay be taken.
Him, Ricochet, Ospreay, all came from the future, and they were sent back in time. To fucking light up the fucking wrestling ring, because Ray Phoenix ain't fucking human himself.
You know who's another guy who has great rope work too, and it's a shame because they don't fucking use him, is Metalik. Metalik can walk on the ropes the same way.
The Lucha House Party.
They're fucking great rope work, but they don't utilize it.
Let's not go into LWO 2.0 there.
We won't discuss that.
Fuck the fucking Lucha House Party. Anyway,
all I'm waiting for is to come on that Juan Deers.
Another thing I'm going to touch on before you continue. My dogs, SC fucking you, motherfuckers. I don't. Right now, I'm kidding.
Scorpio Sky is going to be a
Scorpio grew on.
He's going to be an AEW. He's going to be an AEW champion.
Hey, they're already saying that he's going to get a push.
Oh, and if
I'm sitting like this.
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Sometime.
Yeah, was I wrong?
You wasn't wrong, Brian.
Scorpio Sky is going to be a world champion in AEW.
Agreed.
That man is fucking money. There's a reason why Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels took him under their wing, and they helped him develop.
I hated him at first
because I thought he was taking care of him. They saw something in him that nobody else saw.
Yep.
And he is going to be a fucking superstar.
And I should learn to trust the fallen angel, unless he's dressed up like fucking.
Do you want that smoke from Shark Boy again?
Fucking tastes great. Fuck that. Fucking.
Give me a shell, yeah.
Give me a shovel.
But you know what? He got Curry Manover.
That's right. But no, I agree with you guys. I agree with you guys because I've been saying it for a while. I'm like, I can totally see Scorpio breaking out. And it's funny because I'm already starting to see rumblings about people bitching about AEW. Are they going to have a black world champion, and when's that guy going to jump in it? It's already started. There's only been one champion. Not even.
Not on television. It's been over a month. But.
Yeah.
It's been 4 shows in, and already we're already pulling the race card.
People already pulling the race card. It's like, dude, the show just started.
Yeah, and once they sign, and once they get a few Latin stars in there, and people are like, oh, when are they going to give a Mexican the title? When's Mexico going to be champion?
No bullshit. One post that I saw, and this was actually where I just called the line because I was actually on Facebook in All Elite Wrestling Group. I drew the line right here. There was a post that I saw that said literally, I just see a bunch of white guys in AEW. There's no minorities.
What? Nyla Rose, Riho, Private Party, the Lucha Bros. You know what I mean? Like Pac,
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, Sammy Guevara, the LAX. Those guys aren't considered minorities or foreigners.
It's like
Chris Jericho. If he's fucking Canadian.
Orange Cassidy's alien.
Yeah, we don't know where he's from. Hails from wherever.
Is Kenny Canadian too?
Kenny's Canadian.
Yeah. The only white Americans on there are Cody the Bucks.
Cody the Bucks and Dustin.
And Hangman.
Hager.
It's like American.
And Moxley. Yeah, really, you can count them on one hand how many white Americans are.
I was just like, all right, I'm done with this.
They have an international
roster.
roster.
So you guys know, I was in the All Elite Wrestling Group, and he left it. He actually invited me. This one invited me. But
I got the fuck up out of there.
Yeah, I got out of there too.
When I tell you the fickleness, the absolute stupidity that I read in that group, and as a matter of fact, They're lucky I didn't bury the whole fucking group in this fucking podcast.
Oh boy,
that's a good question, Gabe. Truthfully, I see a mid-card title in the works after this. Mm-hmm. After they finish the tournament.
Yeah, as soon as. By the way,
after they finish the tag team tournament, they like we said a few weeks ago. Cody's talked about bringing in a TV title.
I would love a TV title.
I would love a TV title.
Oh, by the way, I'm just so you know, I'm down for Faction Wars. We're also having another group, the National Alliance of American Wrestlers. I probably messed that up. Faction Wars. And somebody said that he hated this tag team tournament, and I wanted to find out his address so I can go smack the shit out of him myself because that dude, not one match is disappointing.
And that's literally
not at all. Not at all.
That's literally somebody who'll tell you, "Oh, WWE has better tag team matches."
All right, let me ask you guys a question because the one team that's getting a lot of shit right now is the Dark Order.
I don't mind.
Some people like them, some people don't. I'm still on the aspect of I really do like them. I just think
fatality is ridiculous.
Fatality is fucking Stu Grayson is awesome in the ring. I think people need to give them time because this is literally their first televised match. Mm-hmm. This is the first match. They haven't had a chance to have the real grand entrance yet.
Plus they got Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, and the whole thing with Orange Cassidy. And you haven't seen any quote-unquote promos, because promos in AEW, aside from the main storyline so far, seems like it's hard to come by.
Well, Jericho's promo was fucking stupendous. That's probably the promo of the year.
You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing that happened with Cody and stuff. So it's not like every 10 minutes we're getting a promo from somebody. It's getting over on your ring work, and eventually the character will develop.
Used to, Dominique. Agreed. Used to.
So I think people are jumping the ship already.
You got to go back to an Uso...
New Day.
That was the last quick one.
Yeah.
That was the last
or the bar.
Recently, that's how far back you got to go to find a good tag team match. If you want to find any real legit good tag team matches,
NXT.
You might want to pull out some shit from our.
Why does everybody hate even Uno?
Everybody hates Uno. And Uno's, I'm telling you, Uno's going to be the star. It's the look.
It's the look. It's the fat guy. That people just see a fat guy in the ring.
But he's going at 100 miles an hour.
And mind you,
that's the perception people have. People are so used to seeing the bodybuilders and the muscles and stuff from WWE that they see a fat guy who can go in the ring and they're like...
If Kevin Owens took off his shirt, he would look just like that.
And he can go.
And he can go.
I don't know if you heard from the pop on Monday night, but Kevin Owens is over.
Kevin Owens, trust me. And I love the fact that they even brought up, because even I said it when I found out they were the ones that were coming to AEW. When I remember them as Super Smash Bros. They disappeared off the face of the earth. And yes, the Super Smash Bros. Were legitimately one of the best tag teams out during the time of the Machine Guns, the Briscoes.
Yeah, I'll answer that in just a second.
The Addiction of Kaz and Daniels. When those teams were really hot, the Super Smash Bros. Were fucking killing it on the indie scene. And like they said, they disappeared for 7 years and just came back with a whole new gimmick. And trust me, I'm telling you guys, as somebody who's seen them as the Super Smash Bros., there is a lot more to these guys that nobody has seen yet. And I think this new character and new gimmick is gonna work great. I love the Creepers. Mm-hmm. Like I love the human chair. I love that. It's awkward. It's a different feeling.
Exactly.
It makes you feel uncomfortable. I think in due time,
that's what they're supposed to do.
Exactly. In due time, I think
you're not supposed to be comfortable watching the fucking thing.
Yeah,
my 5-year-old still runs.
You know what I'm saying? Trust me.
He's like, fuck this. I'm gone.
I'm telling you,
he's on TV. He's back.
Give it time. When the Dark Order starts getting some promo time and shit, your kid's gonna run away from them too. Like fuck that fat, boot him out. Just be gone.
All right, I got to get into a question for the audio version, guys.
Yes.
One of our friends in the comments, Gary Thread, asks, how do you guys think that they're going to use Sonny Kiss when he's done with his indie events? And honestly, you got to remember something about AEW, and this is me being me. I'm not trying to fill your fucking head with smoke or anything. Mm-hmm. Number one, AEW is an American company owned by a Muslim family. They feature a transgender woman. Mm-hmm. They feature a black owner married to a white man, by the way. Mm-hmm. They feature events that is basically catering to kids with special needs, which is fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. Awesome. They actually have earmuffs for kids with and I don't want to list that. The one thing that they do not do is hold back somebody because of who they are or what they are. Mm-hmm. I mean, they rather focus on who you are. And Sonny Kiss, I know that Gabe just said he's not impressed with him. He's athletic as fuck and can go in the ring. All right. right? Number one. Number two, I don't give a fuck if he's gay, straight. I don't care whatever gets you off in your bedroom. If you can go into that ring and you can put on a great performance for me, and I'm gonna fucking actually give you the respect of my attention and also my what am I gonna say? Getting behind you, and not for nothing. If you want to hold back Sonny Kiss because he twerks in the ring and he's gay, then you will start looking at yourself in the mirror because there's something wrong with you.
And I really quick want to jump in and say the tag team match.
And yes, Gabe, that transgender woman sucks.
Just look at this. The tag team match he's having on AEW Dark this coming Tuesday is a match that I'm like, it makes sense to me. His tag team partner is Dustin Rhodes. So you mean to tell me a gay black man is teaming up with the most androgynous pro wrestler in history?
Forgot about the Goldust.
Exactly.
Dude,
it makes total sense. I'm like, yes, this should happen.
Actually, here's a fun fact. Dustin has been working with Sonny Kiss. Sonny Kiss is one of Dustin's projects.
Good.
He is one of Dustin's projects in AEW. There is plans for Sonny Kiss.
Good.
To develop him and everything like that. You know, it's just a matter of, we know that the fan bases are fickle and the fan bases can be racist, sexist, homophobic, all types of stuff.
But it doesn't seem like it's this crowd.
This crowd ain't gonna do it, but we already know that the loyalist puppets, the loyalist puppets are going to be out there with their pride flags, setting them on fire. This is what you guys like. You guys like this gay guy's working.
Yep,
this is why I watch WWE, because Vince doesn't give me that. Vince gives me Bobby Lashley blinking a white woman.
Yeah, but you know something. Hey, but you know something? Just do this. I was there in Boston when Sonny Kiss came out. When Sonny Kiss came out in Boston, he had one of the loudest pops of the night. So, you know, I don't feel for the guy. And you know something? He got tough enough skin to take it and deal with it. So, more power to him.
Do you see that timer?
Huh? Yes, I do see that timer.
Before we get into that.
Just so you guys, really quick, if you got friends, tag them now. Get all your peoples in here because what's about to happen is going to be fun.
We have to go over the fact that Joey Janela can wrestle.
Yeah.
He wrestled the probably 20th best wrestler in the world.
Stop it.
Look good.
Stop it. Stop it.
That match was phenomenal. I am sorry.
Did he get carried?
You know something?
Did he get carried?
Yeah, he did. But you know something?
He made a blow-up doll look better than anything in WWE. He made an 8-year-old little girl, not a 9-year-old little girl, who might be Riho. No, that's the
Rio was his 11-year-old tag team partner.
That is true. But he made a 9-year-old girl look better than the main roster. So yeah, Kenny carried him. Yeah. Kenny made him look.
Oh, shout out to Kenny.
Yeah.
The AAA champion. They didn't mention it though.
Yeah, they did. They mentioned it on the show. When he came out to the ring, they announced it. Justin Roberts even announced it.
Yeah, he announced it as
El Campeon.
Justin fucking Roberts.
He's so good.
His entrances.
Oh, he is so good.
When he got Moxley's,
dude, he pissed everybody in WWE off when he said that he signed a contract. KHAN.
Yep.
Trapped.
But yeah, fucking Joey Janela. Everybody who's seen Joey up to this point was like, oh, he's a deathmatch guy. He's a hardcore guy. And then after watching him,
same thing about Darby.
Same thing about Jimmy Havoc.
And then you see that and you're like, holy shit, the man. And then they're saying it on commentary. People forget he is trained as a professional wrestler.
He's a good wrestler.
He cut his teeth in death matches.
We got a call waiting. We got a Skype waiting, man.
It's not really a Skype waiting, but no.
But nevertheless, I love the way he sold that fucking V-trigger.
Oh my god.
That fucking
Joey
shit.
did.
I was like, he did. He gonna fall off the ring. He did. He sold the fuck out that V-trigger.
You're not telling me they didn't practice that right before they walked out?
Nope.
Remember this?
No.
They practiced.
No, they did.
That was too perfect.
You can call it in the ring.
That was too perfect.
Some people, Dolph Ziggler, he's a great seller.
Dolph Ziggler is one of the best sellers in professional wrestling.
But yes, I think it is time.
People aren't digging Omega over here because he's not on top of the world. Omega is taking a back seat right now. He's trying to get
That's not.
Eventually, we're going to get the Kenny. We're going to get the cleaner.
Dude,
I'm telling you, we're going to get the cleaner. He's going to be heel again. He's going to be on top of the world.
Bro.
But right now, he's so busy just getting everything.
The reason being is because of TV time limits.
Which can we get into the main event really quick?
Kenny Omega's stories are over a long match, dude. And that's fucking excellent.
And they work.
And they do. I mean, I joke around with the overrated thing all the time just to piss him off. But I honestly believe that Kenny Omega is one of the best performers in the world when given his opportune time to perform.
And that's what I said was my only concern about that. But you know something? AEW lets everybody wrestle.
So, just for the record, I borrow most of that from Brian.
And really quick, because I really do want to get into this, and we got a lot of people right now in here. Did you guys love the ending to Moxley and Pac with the time limit draw?
No.
I loved it.
No.
It was better than some fuck finish.
I loved it.
It was better than
Omega still doesn't have a fucking win.
It was Moxley and Pac.
It was Moxley.
No, the time limit draw that happened this Sunday or this Wednesday.
I loved it because it kept.
Wait, hold on. Omega still doesn't have a win, okay? Mm-hmm. So you're telling me that the first AEW time limit draw happened before one of their biggest stars got a win?
Technically, it's the second time limit draw.
Yeah.
Because Darby Allin.
That's true. And Cody, that's true. Never mind.
I have no problem. I have no problem with the time limit draw because it seems more realistic than some sort of fucking dumbass fucking double count out, double
Pac is still undefeated.
Or some clown runs in the ring and interferes or something. And keeps both of them. It keeps them both looking strong because both are still involved in separate things and everything like that. This was just a culmination of the beef they had last week and everything.
What do you mean when he got DDT through a fucking glass table without getting a disqualification?
No, Pocket Moxley.
Pocket Moxley.
I keep bringing up Omega. That motherfucker, fuck that. He got DDT through a table and then get disqualification.
Hey, referee's discretion.
All right, but I think it is time because we kind of teased something big for this week.
I'm extremely tired, just for the record.
Yes. So would you like to start off with our intro for this?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, I'm not.
Wait. What's this? Hold on. Gabe says that he was tagged by David Pierce on Wrestling Fantasy Warfare that Triple H just came out and said that he isn't going to push Jordan Miles after his comments.
Oh, we're going to talk about Jordan Miles pretty much right after this. But
all right, guys, before I bury Triple H.
Uh-huh.
All right, anyway, no, fuck that. Take that down.
All right.
Take that down.
All right.
Okay.
No, we have to introduce our special.
Fuck that.
Okay. I'm gonna need this.
All right, my bad, guys. If you guys know me personally, you know there's two things in this world that I absolutely despise. There is nothing worse in my fucking existence. I hate thieves. If someone will go into your house and steal something, or steal something from you, and you were just giving you the shirt off your back if they would have just fucking asked, you're a piece of fucking shit. The other being a motherfucking child. Actually, there's three. There's a child molester. And the third one is, without question, fucking racists. I fucking ultimately hate racism. And I know that's hating hate, but I fucking cannot stand them in any form. And the WWE t-shirt company and whoever okayed that fucking whoever said that Jordan Miles t-shirt, the one on the left, is actually the fucking t-shirt. Whoever thought that didn't resemble anything that had to do with blackface,
minstrel show,
you ought to be fucking beat the shit out of. Whoever said that's okay to put on a website, you should be in the same fucking category as the Gap, thinking that a little black boy fucking wearing a chimp t-shirt wasn't going to be fucking racist. You are a piece of fucking dog shit. And anybody who thinks that Jordan Miles went out of it, or if he went fucking bananas or ballistic or whatever you want to say on Twitter, he was fucking calm, number one. Number two, he was completely and utterly justified. That is a spit in the face to every African American that has ever bought a ticket, watched your shows, even watched a fucking commercial that was on your show. And if you have anything to say about that, I will fight you. I am not going to debate you. I will fucking fight you. I will knock you clean the fuck out. Fuck you and everything that your fucking bigoted beliefs thinks that's okay. Number one. Number two, I gotta say this. That kid has been absolutely class. He did not bash the company. He said, guys, Triple H, Vince McMahon, this is not fucking okay. You take a stand when something that you strongly are against happens, especially when it happens with your fucking name on it. Your likeness is on that. Your life's work is on that fucking t-shirt. And you're going to tell me that it's okay to make a fucking racial t-shirt out of that, and as a black man, you still have to show up to work on Monday and smile like everything is okay? Jordan Myers, you can't say this, I can say this. Vince McMahon, if you okay that, fuck you, fuck your company, fuck your history, fuck your father, your father's father, your legacy, and everything fucking about you. And I mean that from the bottom of my fucking heart. I have followed your fucking shows throughout every fucking history since I've been born. And if you're okay with promoting, and not only promoting, but selling to fucking little African American kids who think that Jordan Myers' story is actually something that's okay and we can aspire to, and you saying, hey guys, look, you're still a fucking nigger, fuck you. Done. Burials.
All right. Well,
Hogan on TV.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So we kind of been teasing this for a couple days now. The other day we got we got tagged in something by Gabe Jackson, who's in the chat right now, and thank you again, Gabe, for this because we truly do appreciate it. He told us about a Cameo, and Cameo is a thing where you can, you pay money to celebrities and they,
H&M, my bad.
Yeah, and they give you guys shout outs and stuff like that. So we decided to do a Cameo, and we were able to get somebody that we are all three of us are fans of. We watch his videos all the time. We crack jokes about it.
From McNugget Studios.
Yeah, McNugget Studios. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special video cameo and a new intro for the Burials of the Week coming from Mr. Chiseled Adonis himself. Yes, we were able to get a cameo. Unfortunately, the video, I won't have it on here on screen, but you guys will be able to listen to his intro. And he himself actually did a burial himself, which we thought was
hilarious.
Fucking hilarious. And I will be posting it on the Facebook page shortly, so if you guys do want to tune in and see the actual video. Well, I'm gonna play it first for them.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm gonna play the audio right now, so you guys give it a listen. You're gonna see our reactions to it because it is funny as hell. We're gonna watch it again. And we're gonna hope you guys just enjoy this. So yes, this is actually Chiseled Adonis giving us a shout out and doing our new intro for the Burial of the Week. So let me hit play and let's go.
Eddie, Kyle, Ryan, thank you guys for supporting me and watching my videos, subscribing to my channel, and rocking with me as long as you have. It truly does mean the world to me to have your support. And more importantly, I would like to thank you guys for bestowing me with the pleasure and the honor of being able to do an intro for your podcast. And as for that podcast, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard of the NWO, you've heard of the LWO, you've heard of the UWO, and you're currently tuned into the UWO podcast. We have a special segment over here called the Burial of the Week. We bury a gimmick in pro wrestling that has been absolutely atrocious. Allow me to get the ball and the chain rolling. Aleister Black, I have had enough of this man sitting in a room waiting for people to pick a fight with me. Why would you sit in a room and wait for somebody to pick a fight? Why don't you go to the ring where business is taken care of? I just envision how this goes down. Somebody knocks on his door. They walk into the room. They look at him and say, I'd like to pick a fight with you. He looks back at them. You'd like to pick a fight with me? Let's go. And they casually walk from this room in the darkness where they're probably giving each other tattoos. Walk to the ring. Proceed to get angry and have the indignation invigorating inside their soul. And Aleister Black spins his heel, puts it into the jaw, breaks the zygomatic bone of his adversary, looks at him on the floor, gets the 1, 2, 3, and proceeds to tell the ref, he shouldn't have picked a fight with me. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Go back to what you used to do. Raise from the dead, walk to the ring, kick people in the face, and go handle the rest of your business. It makes no sense having to hide out inside of a room and talk about people picking a fight with you. Why hasn't the Fiend found you? Granted, he has nowhere to stay right now, so I'm not surprised that he hasn't pulled up, given that, Seth Rollins burned down his house. There's no more, we're really glad that you're our friend. Well, granted, Aleister Black has no friends, so he can never sing that song, because everybody who says, hi, Aleister, he's always thinking they want to pick a fight with me. But I'm burying that gimmick, and that's my selection for the Burial of the Week. Tune in every single time to the UWO podcast, the best wrestling podcast on Facebook.
Oh, that was good. That was good. I'm just looking at the crowd. Oh, fight with me.
Is the audio back up for us?
The audio should be up, yeah.
Oh,
There's no bars moving down here, that's why.
Yeah, no, it's over here. So, no, but yes.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I picture him wanting to pick a fight
with me. So, yes.
The
Fiend was home.
Really glad that you're Oh man, but Gabe Jackson told us about this, so I was like, yeah, we have to do it. And it's really cool of him. And again, Chisel Adonis, I'm going to tag you in this video. I'm going to send this to you. Thank you again. We really do appreciate it. We really do love your work.
Yeah. Oh man, fucking weekly football recap.
Oh my god.
That's literally how I watch football now.
I don't even watch the highlights on SportsCenter.
Yeah.
I wait for somebody to put the video online and okay, there's my highlights.
There we go. Tom Brady passes. Love it. And whenever your boy Christian...
We contact, we nothing.
We got a movie.
Also, I turned into a housewife Wilson.
Christian McCaffrey runs it in for a touchdown. That's how a white man runs the football. Oh, shit.
Oh, the dreadlock powers.
When the hell did the Patriots get dreadlock powers?
You get Bill Belichick the dreadlock powers.
Oh, that shit was great.
Yeah, but no, we really are huge fans of your work, and thank you again. We really do appreciate it. You're the fucking man for this. That was.
As a matter of fact, shout out because I know you said you were tuning in, man.
Yes, and he said he was going to tune in. I don't know if he's in there now or if he's listening to audio version, but we do appreciate it. It took so much for me not to post it throughout the week because I really wanted to show everybody. But
we were about Gabe kind of spoiled the fucking surprise.
Yeah, thanks, Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe, put your motherfucking head back down.
So, but no, I'm going to find a way to edit the audio up. And shout out for those of you who listened to the very beginning, the UWO intro to the show, that was actually Mr. Impact Rinaldi who did that. He's a flight attendant. He does like, welcome on whatever airlines. Please buckle your seatbelts like that. So he's used to doing that. So he decided to send us a little intro too, which we thought was pretty fucking cool. So we added that to the intro of the show. So thank you again, Rinaldi, and thank you again, Chisel Adonis, for that burial intro, and that shit was fucking great.
That was dude. I did not expect all of that.
Yeah.
He said the Fiend.
And he got back to you quick on that.
Dude, within an hour, he responded back. So, but thank you. A great timing too. And who knows? We might get another cameo soon. You never know who we gonna get next time.
Hey, we had. I can't say it.
Say it.
I don't want to say it because he asked me not to. But we had. Let's just say you're going to see some real big stuff from the homie and now a friend of the show.
Yeah. A shout out to Wild Man Congo. We can't discuss what we know, but you know, I know. We know. Kyle told me so. We know. So salute to you, and yes, y'all keep your eyes out for him too, because trust me,
you will see him.
You will see him very soon.
Yes, man.
Yes.
But let's go ahead and continue on.
So, keeping with the theme of Chisel Adonis, it's time for me to bury another gimmick.
Oh yes, what are we burying?
He just wants to volunteer to start this week.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Kyle, you're going to disappear for a few seconds, okay?
Picture, please.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, do not be alarmed. This is a professional wrestler, not a cheerleader for the Seattle Seahawks. I know. He looks like he might be on top of the pyramid after the halftime show. Go, Seahawks, go! Go! Go, Russell! I turned a hoe into a housewife Wilson!
Oh.
No, he does not do that for the Seattle Seahawks. This, ladies and gentlemen, is an Olympian.
I'll be right back.
A former
While Kyle runs away, we'll just leave him here.
NCAA wrestler, an athlete of high caliber, a man who I literally say he is the reincarnation of Kurt Angle. Shorty fucking G.
He owns it.
I don't give a fuck if he owns it.
He owns it.
Okay? At what point in time did somebody... This is what I'm talking about. We got a crazy old man
Well, Kyle's still not here, so we'll just leave it out.
Crazy old man backstage talking about, by God, Shorty G was such a good idea. That's such good shit. We're going to get you over with Shorty G.
They trademark it, and we talked about this months ago.
Seriously. And then, not only that, you have this man coming out here in neon fucking green and big blue colors, looking like a goddamn cheerleader.
He looks like he plays for Baylor.
Oh my God, this is an embarrassment. This is an Olympian. This is a man who represented our country, okay, in the Olympics. This is a man who literally looks like he could be fucking a world champion somewhere.
True.
And you guys got him pinned as Shorty G. Shorty G. Okay, yes, Vic. Where is that Shorty G? Mr. McMahon, is Chad Gable? No, it's Shorty G, goddammit. I'm gonna fire your ass right. Matter of fact, Titus, you need a waiter backstage. No, Mr. McMahon, it's Shorty G. It's Shorty G. I don't want to be a catering, please, Mr. McMahon. That's literally how the conversation took place. You'll have two options. It's Shorty G or Titus Catering.
You went with Shorty G.
And this is what... No, he's making the Spirit Squad look respectable. Okay, Dominique? This is bad. This is bad. This is... At least with the Spirit Squad, they were nobodies. Okay, this is an Olympian. This is a man who, in NXT...
Hey, put that Shorty G sign down.
Okay? This is a man, as part of one half American Alpha.
What do you want to be when you grow up? Damn!
Was one of the hottest tag teams. When they got called up.
That man's name is Shorty G.
Okay. The man is Shorty G.
Don't be hating.
This is a company that promotes be a star, anti-bullying. And then they got this man on TV calling himself Shorty G. It's already bad enough they cockhold the fucking two grown men.
The Super Cups?
No, yes.
That meme was beautiful.
I'm waiting for them to come up with SC on their shirts and capes on. Okay, with chastity belts on. Big old iron chastity belts on.
Walking around with purity rings and shit like.
Exactly. We're part of the Purity Brigade. Okay.
Right, the sense of 2.0.
Shorty G.
Biggie Shorty G.
Wait, I think this is Eddie's.
Yeah. Literally, I'm serious. That's serious. It could happen. That's it.
Biggie Shorty G. Oh, shit.
They call him Biggie Smalls. That'll be their tag name, Biggie Smalls. Oh.
Please don't give them ideas. Please, because if some interns listen to us.
What's today's date? Today's the 27th. If they are known as Biggie Smalls, it's timestamp. Ronaldo, when you hear the audio version, timestamp this. I want credit.
Oh, my Lord.
If I see Big E and Shorty G team together and they're called Biggie Smalls, I will literally quit watching professional wrestling.
It could happen.
All the professional. I will start watching women's volleyball or something.
I'll start watching the Lifetime channel, man.
Okay, I will watch the Hallmark channel. Okay? The fuck is that? This is
Just watch Hoarders.
I'd rather watch 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, my Lord. The gypsy weddings.
My 600-pound life.
Oh, Lord.
I don't watch the
Honey
fucking...
Boo Boo.
I don't watch the...
Honey Boo Boo was the shit back in the day. How did you not like the boyfriend? What's his name? Sugar Bear? Sugar Bear was the shit. He was the best part of the show.
I can't believe you watched that shit.
Sugar Bear was worth it. Sugar Bear was
this man's black card.
Anybody
Fuck his black card.
Anybody who ever watched Honey Boo Boo in any way, shape, or form, you love Sugar Bear. That poor son, that no tooth having biscuits and gravy eating some bitch.
I sound like a West Coast pimp.
Do you know what I am saying, bitch? I'm sorry, no. Sugar Bear was the man, yo.
But seriously, Vince. This is really in 2019.
Shorty
G. You cracking on a man's height, and then you got him out there really trying to defend himself and trying to say, "Yeah, I'm gonna own this." You know, you remember I make short jokes about me? I'm gonna own it. The man looks like he wants to cry every time.
He does.
Okay, he is out there trying to be professional.
That was his name. They were Sugar Bear.
The man is literally trying to be out there a professional, and y'all got him out there looking like a fucking goddamn fucking neon fucking glow stick. Okay, you shut the lights off in the arena, and everybody's like, "Hey, this is a short guy right there."
No, him and Jose are going to be attacked.
Okay, Halloween night.
Yo, if he's in the Conga line, I'm done. If he's in the Conga line, I'm done.
This is what I need. I need Shorty G in that outfit to accompany me on Halloween night, so he can be my flashlight for the kids.
Keep you safe when you're jogging at night.
Okay, this man literally can be be seen from the space station with that bright ass fucking green on.
He's going for a jog at midnight. Okay. Some people like to run it at night.
Everybody thought that the Seahawks uniform, the neon green uniform,
Color Rush.
That's a Color Rush uniform.
And literally, Vince said, "Oh, Color Rush? That's good shit." Shorty G, Color Rush.
We're gonna try this before the XFL.
Oh my Lord!
Like, sir, come on. Like, he's literally become the entertainment that you have down at Titus Catering when you're eating your meal. When you're having your meal, he comes on stage and he's
hey, fuck that. Diggum was the homie.
Yeah, he smacks with the shit.
He does a little Shorty G thing, or they send Seth Rollins in his clown uniform out there to entertain Titus Catering and everything like that. This is what literally WWE come down to.
That's
what literally WWE has come down to. To taking a guy who is legit, because we all can agree, Chad fucking Gable is legit in that ring.
Yeah, he's showing every
week. Every fucking time he is balls out on that fucking in his matches. Okay, he is an Olympian. He is a man. Well, I am from day one. I said. He reminds me of fucking Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
He is literally a reincarnation of Kurt Angle.
Honestly, I actually think that...
Screw you, Gary. Smacks with the shit.
Chad Gable's fucking potential, it was what Charlie Haas should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. I to this day, I will die. I will go to the grave saying this. When they ran that Kurt Angle, Jason Jordan's dad...
100% agree.
I was like, that's the wrong one. They chose the wrong one.
It should have been Gable.
And I know why Vince chose him, because he was a taller one, he was more muscular.
It's because he wanted to make it look like Kurt Angle had jungle fever.
But seriously, let's seriously just be real. If they would have revealed Chad Gable, for one, the entire world would thought it was true.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell me he doesn't look like a young Kurt Angle. If you look back at Kurt Angle when he debuted at WWF, he damn near looks like Kurt Angle from back in the day. So... Vince, creative, Kevin Dunn, Paul Heyman. I can't even blame Eric Bischoff.
But then he's on SmackDown. He's always on SmackDown.
I don't care. Paul Heyman got hands in all that fucking creative. But
get your ass in that hole.
You can't even we can't even put this on Eric Bischoff.
No.
This is I would literally be like, fire Bischoff now for this shit. Fire him now. No, can't even pin it on him.
Fuck that.
He was spending more time in Titus Catering than Titus O'Neil does.
He was chilling with Alicia Fox drinking.
Fun fact, and Carl brought this up to me yesterday. You know the name of his podcast? 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff? He was hired and fired in WWE within 83 days. That's not a smack in the face.
Can't say I didn't call that one though.
You did.
Can't say I didn't call.
You did.
Everybody's like, oh, give Bischoff a chance. I told you.
He never had a chance to do that.
He didn't know nothing.
Let him have this moment.
No. This is victory lap. You're right. No, he's right.
He didn't know the roster. He didn't know the current product. He didn't know storylines. He didn't know shit. Mm-hmm. He literally is trying to live off his NWO fucking thing. His one good fucking idea. Okay?
And it was a good idea.
Yeah, it was a good idea.
No, I agree. No. This is victory lap.
It was a great idea 20 plus years ago.
Yeah.
But that's literally what reports say he spent more time in catering than he did learning anything. Reports say that he would leave early.
Yeah.
To be home early to take his wife out for dinner and stuff. And he would come to work late. Mm-hmm. And this is a man that was supposedly going to change the creative direction around and executive director, and things were going to change, and we were going to get SmackDown. SmackDown was going to be the A show. Remember everybody was like, SmackDown's going to be the A show now.
Well, Michael Cole says it's the A show now, which is funny.
It's a big dog.
Big dog.
Michael Cole is literally fighting with Seth Rollins right now over who can get up Vince's ass further.
Oh, I'm going to have fun with that one.
Seth pulling him back down. Like, no, motherfucker. You see this comment? I got to get in there.
Seth got into Vince McMahon's ass.
And Eddie, I'll say this, Eddie, this is your victory lap. You're 100% right. My only thing is, if I get a job, right, I move halfway across the country. Move his whole family. And when I show up there, they don't let me do anything. You fucking right I'm leaving early. You fucking right I'm going to catering. You fucking right I'm going to be getting drunk with Alicia Fox. Well, not Alicia Fox, but you know what I'm saying? If they're not going to let you do anything, fuck it. He got paid.
The thing was that he had the grace period because we all knew he wasn't in tune with what's going on right now. He didn't know the roster. That was one thing everybody was saying when he got hired was like, but he doesn't know shit right now.
Exactly.
He's been out of the loop for so fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's like, okay, he's got to get to know everything. He's got to get reacclimated and everything like that. And everybody's like, all right, give it a chance. Wait till after the draft. Right after the draft. Go on.
They didn't let it. He didn't even have a chance. He never had a chance.
Felicia, because he never put in the effort.
Well, then again,
apparently he never put in the effort.
But at the same time, like we always say, if you know Vince is making the final say, and you already know no matter what you say, it ain't gonna make a difference. He was probably like, "Fuck it."
Paul Heyman sure as hell adapted quick.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Paul literally said, "Listen, I'm just gonna write stuff that Vince likes because I already know how this is going to go down." But Paul knows how it's going to go down. He's been around the block already.
Yeah. And
you would think Bischoff would know how it was going to go down already.
But Bischoff, like we said, he never got a shot. He never even had a chance.
He should. But seriously, he should have known that what was going to go down.
Oh yeah, he's cool about it.
He knew. He got that paycheck real quick. He probably got paid in advance.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Chapman, go for it.
So won't be surprised that he paid him in advance.
Okay, I'm in a good spot. All right, all right, guys. You done?
Yeah.
Good. All right, my turn. By the way, I fucking hate saying you're all right.
But I don't know nothing about wrestling. I don't know nothing.
So,
I can do a podcast.
We going with this?
Yeah, my burial.
For your burial of the week, yeah.
Before you put that up, I got a quick question for everybody that's in the comments right now. First person to answer gets a prize. All right? What show is this? Anybody know what show this is? Anybody know what all these fans are watching right now?
We are on a 10-second delay, so it's going to take a couple
seconds. It's going to take a couple seconds. Anybody know what arena this is? Anybody know what all these people are cheering for?
Hunter Horst Helmsley passed away.
For real?
I forced him out for the homie.
Yeah, forced him out for Hunter.
Anybody?
I believe Mr. Dave Jackson says.
Got it. This is an AEW arena.
Sure as hell ain't WWE show.
And no, it's not Nitro.
It's not.
It's not Raw SmackDown.
Actually, it's not black up here and everything. It's an AEW show. So you can see the AEW right there.
You see Dynamite right next to Kyle.
If I move over a little bit, you'll see the match that's actually going on right now. Yeah. While we're doing our podcast.
You can see TNT right around here.
We're down here.
You see fans up here in the top and everything, and you see fans down here. And look, they're up there out of their seat and they're cheering.
Can I let go?
Look, these fans.
Yes.
Look, they have signs.
They have signs.
Yes.
Look, see signs.
I didn't even notice that this was the show that I went to or not.
My burial of the week this week. I'm in a Facebook group. It's Wrestling and Fantasy Warfare. I'm also in a Facebook groups for various other promotions.
Could be Washington.
And I got to tell you that there aren't just WWE loyalist puppets.
They're loyalist puppets.
There are Impact loyalist puppets. Mm-hmm. There are NXT loyalist puppets. And the new thing around is AEW. There are AEW loyalist puppets.
I am not a loyalist puppet. I am a militia leader. I am a militia leader.
Go ahead, Eddie. Do your RVD.
There are New Japan loyalist puppets. There are NWA loyalist puppets. There are people who literally will not give another promotion a chance due to the fact that it's not their particular brand and they decide to call themselves wrestling fans. You will literally tell somebody that this happened on the show that you found interesting, and that person will say, well, it wasn't on WWE, so it's not good. They will say, I swear this promotion is the worst one in the world, that's why I never watched it. How in the blue fuck can you formulate an opinion on anything that you've never watched and or tried?
Facts, bro.
I say that all the time.
Now, here's my thing. This is why I am going to bury loyalist puppets. I've seen various discussions. I've seen Gabe involved and Matt, another person who watches the podcast, involved in numerous discussions. And those discussions were, did you guys at least tune in to watch a single solitary match? My boy George hates AEW because he doesn't like the way the title looks.
That's your opinion. But at least he watches.
He doesn't watch it.
At least he's watched it at least once.
Knows what belt looks like.
Right. How can you call yourself a wrestling fan if you only are loyal to one brand? You're not a wrestling fan. You're a WWE fan. You're an AEW fan. You are stop calling yourself a wrestling fan. Say that you like one particular fucking brand of fucking wrestling. Stop including yourself as a fan of something that I love if you aren't willing to give anything a chance. I've watched public access wrestling. I've watched house shows. I've watched
Gino is still over to me.
I've watched backyard wrestling. I've watched wrestling of just a bunch of kids who got together to say, hey, Kyle, look, we can put on the show. I love fucking wrestling. And the thing that I love about wrestling is you have so many, especially in today's day, you have so many damn brands. He just said NWA is the second best promotion on network television.
Fight me.
He says AEW is the end-all be-all of professional wrestling. I say I fucking love wrestling. Okay, period. When I first started the podcast, if you guys are a fan from day one, you know I hated 205 Live. I gave it a chance. I loved it. I love 205 Live. I love wrestlers from 205 Live. I don't like what they're doing. Drew Gulak.
PowerPoint presentation. I am going to make one day on this show. We are having a PowerPoint presentation. Just throwing it out there.
But if I say, yeah, guys.
Oh my God, I can't believe that.
But if I say, hey guys, can you believe that? Can you believe that?
It's horrible, but I love it. I'm sorry.
I literally just got on board with Drew Gulak again, and they did that to him again.
But my thing is, too, if I'm having a wrestling conversation with you, we're talking wrestling, not just WWE, but wrestling all together. And I say, hey, let's just say for sake of argument, how do you guys feel about the Lucha Bros? And you're like, who's that? Conversation's over. I'm not touching it.
No, I'm done with you.
And if I go ahead and I say, all right, so do you guys know about, I don't know, just for fuck's sake in argument, can you guys tell me anyone that was in the G1 last year? You can't name me one person? You're not a wrestling fan. You are a WWE fan. You are a Vince McMahon cuckold. You are a placeholder in the world of wrestling that I should piss on.
You are a parody of fans.
You are the reason that people say they hate wrestling. It's because you, according to you, there's only one fucking choice of wrestling. That is like going to a restaurant and ordering one dish, period. You have all of these fucking foods that you can try, but you're just there to try one dish, period. I'm sorry, dude. Not for nothing. Wednesday nights, I am going back and forth, and then I watch them both in their entirety. Yes, I watched the Monday Night Raws twice, both shows. Fucking love them. I love the fact that because of this little competition that they're having, both brands are stepping themselves up. I'm not going to sit back and say that I'm not watching AEW because NXT is on that night. I'm not watching NXT because AEW is premiering that night. I'm not going to watch the AEW Dark because NWA started the YouTube broadcasting thing. I am going to watch wrestling simply because I love wrestling. And if somebody's going to give me a damn good match, fuck it. Somebody's going to give me a damn good match. I can give a fuck if it's Seth Rollins, Tama Tonga, Cody Rhodes, if it's Johnny Gargano. If it's a good match, I'm going to watch it. If it's a 5-star match, I'm not going to say it's a 3-star match because it happens to be on a program that the motherfuckers I don't follow. And I'm sorry, if you're in a wrestling group, I just feel that you should be very familiar with wrestling, period. You should,
Wrestling.
Can you tell me one group that this whole barrier has applied to? Brian, it's on you.
Okay, well,
just real quick, Gabe, everything you're saying, facts, bro.
All right, my barrier is going to be.
Stop shitting on Marco's stuff.
Yeah,
right?
leave Marco alone.
Marco alone.
And honestly, if you guys watch the
Leave this generation Spike Dudley alone.
Honest to God, watch the Chris Van Fleet interview he did with Marco. You're gonna learn a lot about the guy. It explains why he's short and the life he lives and the shit. The guy got carded at fucking Wendy's for a fucking Frosty because they didn't believe how old he was. So, but no, it's a really good insight. You get to know the guy a little bit and you'll have some fun. Mine is a story that hasn't really gone out yet to the dirt sheets, but as a fan of Busted Open.
Real quick, Gabe, Brian, there's a reason why I left. Y'all are going through it because that's the reason why I left.
And I stay quiet in the group. I'll occasionally say something, but
if you see the UWO podcast commenting 9 and a half times out of 10, it's me.
You won't see my ass in that commenting because I frankly If I read a comment that's stupid, I lose a brain cell, and I'm getting old. I can't afford to lose more brain cells.
Number one, because I fucking love. First of all, fuck you, Nick Thomas. Number two, because I love.
What's that? What score was that from, Nick?
Oh my God! Who got 51 dropped?
Someone got 51 dropped on
Who
him?
would that been? No, not the Panthers.
I know it wasn't the Patriots because we won.
Yeah, I don't know. But wait, don't they have that white guy as a running back over there in Carolina?
That's how a white man runs the football. Put some respect on that name.
You know.
That's how the white man plays guitar.
At least we know Auntie Mama's getting his job back next week.
Yeah.
3 picks.
So we heard. All right, but no, let me get to my burial.
I thought Allen was the second coming of Tom Brady.
But all right, so my burial is something that occurred on Friday, and it happened on Busted Open Radio. And for some reason, this guy has been a controversial figure, and we also have a little RIP too. Once I tell you guys the story, Seth Rollins was actually going to call in to Busted Open Radio and be interviewed by Dave LaGreca and Mark Henry.
Can we change his name?
Huh?
I really like JD's name for him.
What? Seth the Clown?
Seth Clownings.
Seth Clownings. That's actually pretty good. But no, Seth Rollins is going to call into the show. And for the past couple of weeks, Dave LaGreca has been just like most of us wrestling fans that we've been talking about how cringy he is, how boring his promos are, how shit's getting very stale with him. And he was ready to, talk it up with Seth and start interviewing him. Not even 5 minutes before the interview goes down. And if you guys don't believe me, you can go on Seth Rollins' Twitter, because I guess it's activated back again from last week when I buried him. The dude, he deleted his Twitter. You're pointing at him, but I'm the one talking.
No, I know. Because he's about to say the C word.
No, the clown?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Clown it down!
Who said that, Gay? Oh, Victor?
He should come out to
T-shirt.
His new theme song. Comes out making balloon animals to the kids.
You should get the old Doink theme song where it was like the happy and then it went dark and then happy and then dark. It would be fucking great. But no, so Seth Rollins, 5 minutes before his appearance on Busted Open, remember, a national radio show that's on 6 days a week with Hall of Famers, with all this stuff, they're about to ask him the real questions. You can check his Twitter because he actually tweets this and this is true. Seth Rollins is unable to make it onto Busted Open Radio because he's at an airport in a plane and he can't get off of the plane because not his plane, but another plane hit a skunk. He could not call into a radio station because another plane hit a skunk. LaGreca goes ham on him.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around that.
That's what I'm saying. So he completely avoided a national radio interview because a plane was hit by a skunk, or a skunk was hit by a plane. Please tell me how that's feasible.
I'm still trying to wrap. First of all, I need context. What size was this plane? Was this a little itty bitty plane for one person?
I don't know.
Or was this a jetliner from?
Could be Delta. Could be JetBlue. Could be.
Last I checked, the planes don't sit that low to the ground where if you run over a skunk, the smell's going to come into the plane. And is the plane airtight?
Yeah. Cabin pressure and all that fun. Rinaldi, we wish you were here right now because you would totally defend this situation.
Yeah. Rinaldi, get back to us. Let us know.
Yeah.
Does a skunk getting run over constitute shutting down an airport?
Or not even that.
You smelled the desk skunk?
Huh?
Yes, I smelled plenty of desk.
But it wasn't even his plane.
This isn't a car.
It was, a skunk in a car sucks, but you're on a plane. Like LaGreca said.
Not even on the plane that hit the skunk.
They have vents.
You're on a separate plane.
Yeah.
So it's not even like the skunk spray was on the tires of your plane. They were on another plane.
Yeah.
But apparently it was so bad that it made
Seth Rollins cancel his live interview where he was about to get grilled about all the shit that was going on. As Mr. LaGreca said, I call bullshit. It smells like bullshit. And really quick, can we bow our heads because we lost the great one.
What, skunk?
Yeah, he raised me through my childhood. His name is Pepe Le Pew.
That damn cat must be happy because she can get the fuck up out of there now.
All Pepe wanted was some pussy. All he wanted was some pussy. This man flew from France to wherever the hell he was, trying to get laid. And what happens? An airplane fucking kills him.
Yeah.
And it cost Seth Rollins to miss his interview on a national radio show. So, ladies and gentlemen,
I saw those memes. People like R.I.P. Pepe.
R.I.P. Pepe, man. Seth Rollins, look, I'm blaming you for that, Seth.
And
I'm blaming you for killing Pepe.
Not only did he kill Pepe, he killed a buzzard.
Yeah.
He killed a rabbit.
He killed a rabbit.
alive! The rabbit came back this week!
I did, just so you guys know, I did not watch a second of SmackDown, so I legit did not know Ramblin' Rabbit's back. Shout out to the homie. He's like Kenny. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, the Ramblin' Rabbit's back.
Yeah.
Not Pepe.
But you done murdered Pepe Le Pew, man.
Brian, we need a Pepe puppet.
I got my eighth grade game from Pepe Le Pew without the smelly part. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he whined and dined it. He fought for what he wanted. He just wants some pussy. And now it's been taken away from him from an airplane. So yeah, Seth Rollins, I'm blaming you for that too. That's my burial for this week.
Seth Rollins ended Sting's career. Broke John Cena's nose.
Yup.
Burned down the Firefly Funhouse.
Yup.
And now killed a skunk.
Pepe. He killed Pepe Le Pew.
Damn.
I blame you, Seth.
And you wonder why he's a clown.
Yeah.
Hey, at least it wasn't a raccoon.
I mean, if it was a raccoon, fuck raccoons. You already know my perspective on that. But all right, but that is our burials for the week, guys. So, are we gonna go to this? Because I think we're gonna have fun with that one.
Please do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who don't know,
or haven't gotten your money back yet,
yeah, WWE has released a video game.
Or do yourselves a favor. Go get a retro console.
Ladies and gentlemen, we usually talk pro wrestling and we talk games within each other and just have
Finn
fun.
Balor out.
Yeah.
Seth clowning.
Yeah, that's right. He did injure Finn Balor.
First Universal Championship run ended because of a botch.
That's right. But speaking of botches, how do you describe this?
I got it.
Andrew, he wasn't even going to. He was calling in to bust it open.
He was calling. He wasn't going to be there. He was supposed to call in on the phone.
He couldn't call in.
That right there.
Yes.
Okay. Is what Becky Lynch would look like. This game is so futuristic. In the zombie apocalypse if she got half her face eaten.
That literally looks like a drawn-up character idea for The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a new zombie for The Walking Dead. There you go.
That is the NES version. That's when you don't blow in your cartridge under the table. That's what happens.
How do you fuck that up?
That bad. How do you fuck up a video game so bad that it makes TNA Impact look like a fucking classic?
Dude, I actually want to re-download TNA just to see if it was that. The Ultimate X match was cool as shit. That was the one good thing about the game.
That's Leisure Suit Larry reincarnated.
Dude, this game is it's making people want to go play Thunder. Okay.
Mayhem. Backstage assault.
Yes. Like any other game besides that crap. Okay. And this is another reason why Seth is a clown. He let out a tweet saying that this game is awesome and is great, and that anybody who thinks otherwise is an AEW mark.
Let me defend Seth in this situation. His lady's on the cover.
He hitting it.
He has to talk positively about something.
If you're going to clown yourself on Twitter like that, you might as well just keep your mouth shut. Because there's no defending this game. This game has been panned by everybody.
I'd rather play Warzone 2.
Okay? People are reincarnating themselves from the grave to say this game sucks.
Nick Thomas, I just saw that. Fuck you. Continue.
Okay? This game has been bashed by everybody from wrestling fans, non-wrestling fans, just game reviewers on YouTube, just people who just pick up games to play them and review them that have no affiliation with nothing.
Yes.
Okay, this game has been banned by and to the point where 2K let out a tweet saying, we hear your gripes and we have patches in the work for it. I'm sorry, if I pay you $70 to $80 plus for a fucking video game,
hold up,
the bitch better be good to go from day one.
Hold up, Vic. Saturday Night Slam Masters was the shit.
Oh, that shit was banging.
That shit was banging.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But Hager was the homie. Alright, but dude, not for nothing. I've never heard of Sony stepping up and saying, guys, if you want your money back, just call us, we'll give it back.
They're literally giving you people refunds right now.
They're giving people money back. That's how bad this game has bombed.
You guys know the story about why the game is as bad as it is, right?
Because they rushed it and THQ left?
THQ left. The new company came in, rushed it, did all the scans. I guess all the scans were done at SummerSlam. So to like rush the game out. And they're literally using the very last SmackDown versus Raw engine for this game.
And that's why this game sucks.
It is bad. So my question to you is, what's the best glitch you've seen so far?
Besides Becky Lynch's skull helmet, we got to go with the Charlotte Flair.
Was the referee teabagging her?
Just teabagging this shit.
Teabag the fuck out. He's all up in there like, yeah.
There's a good one with the OC, literally all like 1, 2, 3 right next to each other like this.
Oh, how about the one with fucking, I forget what character it was, but she's spinning around the ring like Cesaro swing. But there's nobody swinging it. And then you got the Ronda Rousey stuck in the ropes.
Yeah, the steel steps. When you go to powerbomb on the steel steps,
disappear into the ground.
It just goes in the ring. Did you see the pool match where it was like they were inside of like it looked like the ring was like a pool of water, and all you see is just this going around nonstop.
Oh, you see the one with the chair got pulled out from underneath the ring and handed to the person in the ring, and
with
there was nobody there.
Yeah, nobody was handing the chair over. Oh my god.
Okay. Not only that, I hear the career mode is cheesy and crappy.
The graphics look. Have you seen the graphics?
The hair's I know that one. The hair's blowing, but yet the windows are up in the car.
Dude, it looks like they used the Grand Theft Auto 3. Okay, like that's like the blockage they use.
Where people are showing stills of characters from previous games, and they've literally gone backwards.
Bro.
They've gone backwards. The Rock looks like Maven.
Did you see Rhea Ripley?
Fixed WWE 2K20 was trending.
Number 5 in the world. I checked. They were number 5 in the world.
Ridiculous.
Did you see Rhea Ripley's eyes? Her eyes cocked like a pistol, boy.
She got the Shawn Michaels.
Oh my God! Literally, she looks like Shawn Michaels. Oh, this game was a failure.
That's literally what they did. They rushed the shit out of it. And I'm sorry if I pay you, because I heard the deluxe version and with like the deluxe copy was like fucking almost $100 or some shit like that.
$150.
Yeah.
Like, come on. If I pay you that much goddamn money and you tell me, oh, don't worry, we're gonna get some, we're gonna fix it, it's all gonna get you. No, I just gave you fucking half my. I'm not eating this month.
Nick, do not put No Mercy in this game anywhere close to each other.
It's like I literally got to plug an extension cord to my neighbor's house because I can't pay my electric bill because I bought this game so I can play it, and you're telling me I can't? It's trash and I gotta wait for an update? No. I'd literally be like, I'd be at the store, give me my money back. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you opened this, sir. Fuck you. Call Sony. Call who the fuck you want. Give me my money. I'm burning this bitch down.
Mm-hmm. Oof. Rumble Roses is awful.
Oh, I can only imagine.
And it's better than 2K20.
The WCW Nintendo game is better than WWE.
Okay. Every game is better than this game. This is bad.
This game literally made everybody want to go play Fire Pro Wrestling.
Yeah. Remember the old pro wrestling game for regular Nintendo with Starman and Killer Khan?
The original, like, not like Techno.
That was better.
That is better.
Fuck, the graphics are better.
Dude, I'm sorry.
How the fuck? But it's seriously, how is the characters going backwards? The graphics are going backwards in these games.
It's 2K.
They literally.
It's literally 2K. Like people who played the NBA series will tell you how bad like that game is broken. And like 2K's been shitted on like crazy lately.
Like I said,
and then they come out with this.
Like we said before we went on the air, 2K got complacent and lazy and got too big for themselves. That's why they literally were like, oh yeah, fuck yourself, THQ. We don't need you. This is EA Sports all over again, because this is what happened with EA Sports. They got too big for themselves, they too ahead of themselves, and thought they were the bee's knees, and nobody would fucking turn on them. And that's how 2K was able to get in, because everybody turned on EA Sports.
Yep.
And they were like, oh, look at 2K. 2K looks great. Now 2K's in the same boat, where you just don't give a fuck. You're just rushing it out there.
They literally rushed this game out there.
Dude.
And it's all for the sake of keeping up with the yearly title bullshit.
I'm not even kidding when I say this, dude. That's a black eye in 2K as a whole.
Dude, this whole year has been a black eye.
As a whole.
Mind you.
NBA 2K is decent. They don't have a baseball game. They don't have a football game. They invested in wrestling, and they spent all that money to get all of those superstars in that commercial, the big production that released this bullshit.
And it was a great commercial too. Like that shit, I still see the commercial everywhere I go.
And it makes me wonder what the clips of the game were on there. Was it from this year's game or from last year's game?
That's false. I love 2K.
But
the service sucked, but I love 2K.
I did not buy NBA 2K this year. I totally gave up on that.
And that's one of the big gripes I have with these game companies. Mm-hmm. We don't need a game every fucking year.
No.
This is why 2K is in the boat it is in now.
This is why
because every year they got to release a new game, which is pretty much either worse than last year's or the same exact thing as the year before.
I gotta say, shout out to Blizzard because Overwatch is my shit. New characters are free. New maps are free. That shit came out about 3 or 4 years ago, and I still play it all the damn time.
And the Overwatch 2 leaks are starting to come out.
That's going to.
I want to know how that goes.
Next gen. But I fucking dude, and every time they want to update the game or update a character, it's not like you have to go and pay for the downloadable content. They just update your game.
That's another thing.
And even the slight nerfs.
That's another thing that aggravates me about these fucking games nowadays. Oh yeah, you want this new stuff? Pay for it. Man, fuck you! I just paid you fucking $80 for this game.
The Bray Wyatt Fiend character in the game, it's only if you pre-ordered. Yep. So if you did not pre-order that game, you are not getting that character. For free, yeah.
You'll be able to get it.
Eventually, you're gonna have to pay for it.
Money.
So it's $5.
Oh, you want to play as those old school wrestlers?
$5.
Yep.
Oh, you want a different outfit?
Oh, RBI baseball was terrible.
Oh my god. I played that game once, spent like $10-$20 on it. It's still on my ready to download, but I will never download that shit again.
Man.
Nope, fuck that. That shit was horrible.
This is why I stopped playing wrestling games after they ended the Raw vs. SmackDown series.
Agreed.
Once 2K took over,
I didn't like it.
No, sure, it was decent.
But it's not fun anymore for me. Like
I don't like the mini.
When I want to play a wrestling game, I remember the old wrestling games, the Survivors. The No Mercies, the NWO versus
the Raw,
WCW Revenge. You know where you could do crazy shit. You know you could run all day and your character fatigue. What the fuck? I ran the ropes twice and my character's tired?
Dude, yeah.
No
I gotta do all this chains
and
use all these damn analogs and everything to chain wrestle.
I don't like the chain wrestling. I don't like the submission thing where you gotta rotate the style. I don't like that. It's so fucking dumb.
Oh, I can't use Rey Mysterio versus the Big Show and scoop slam the Big Show because Rey Mysterio can't do that in real life.
It's a video game.
It's a video. I should be able to do that. I remember the days of taking a Rey Mysterio and powerbombing a Big Show, do a table, and then having Rey Mysterio climb the top of the cage and do fucking sick moves over. Can't do that because the character got tired climbing the cage, and by the time he caught his breath after climbing the cage, the opponent's already up, and somehow the opponent got super stamina and climbed up the cage, and it's perfectly fine.
Shit, and I actually put a video on the UWO page a couple days ago with like the future games that are supposed to be coming out, and the company that used to design the WWE games is looking into getting into wrestling games, and we already know a new company that's already been skinned. They all got skinned at Double or Nothing. So we wouldn't be surprised if an AEW game does come out.
It's going to. It's in the works.
Yeah, it's in the works. So most likely it's going to be announced by Use or Yanks or whatever.
And they're using that engine. And I can't wait to see that.
And they're going to use that engine. And from what Kenny said, because Kenny is very hands-on on the game, and we all know how Kenny is with video games.
And he's a gamer, yeah.
He says that he wants the No Mercy feel. He goes, I want it to feel like we're playing No Mercy.
Doom was terrible.
I want to be able to play a wrestling game that is a game. Mm-hmm. Not a simulator. And I do not want to simulate real live action wrestling. I do not want to have to do all this fucking rotating of joysticks to get this certain submission locked in. I don't want to hear that bullshit of a lightweight can't pick up a heavyweight, or this guy can't run too much because then he gets tired, or he punches, if you punch more than 3 times, the guy gets tired. Or
I don't like that fatigue shit. The last WWE game I had was 18. I hate that. I'm like, if I'm beating the shit out of you,
turn it off.
If I'm beating the shit out of you, I should continue to beat the shit out of you without me dropping to a knee like, I'm like, no, it's a video game. I want to have fun. fun.
Pretty much.
And I'll say this, the Chikara game looks really damn good. That's one thing I'm like, okay, I actually want to check that one out. The Chikara one looks good. The people who do like the...
Oh,
you brought up Shaq.
oh my Lord. And Shaq was the worst one on it.
It was his game.
Was terrible.
It was his game. But no, I want to see how that comes out in the...
Whoa.
Hey,
Disrespect Street Fighter. None of them.
But no, the people who do like the mods for like the old No Mercy engines and stuff, they still come out with games too.
Better.
That's why I got the WCW game. I got the Field of Bang with all the updated. The last set of WCW rosters is a modified No Mercy. I love it. I play it once in a while. It's fun as hell.
I saw that shit and I was like, I'd rather go to the fucking my local flea market, pick up a fucking N64 for fucking $20.
Yep.
Pick up No Mercy. Pick up NWO versus WCW.
GoldenEye.
Yep.
gotta
GoldenEye. Gotta have
have
GoldenEye. Yeah, Blitz.
Oh,
Gotta have Blitz
they're
too.
remastering that.
Yeah.
GoldenEye.
Are they?
Yeah, and it's all like the original, but just remastered with today's graphics. That's
Nice.
so.
I get our job in the stack again.
But
All right.
seriously, I feel like just going to get a retro console and just playing the old school wrestling.
I just download it on my computer and I plug in my Xbox controller.
And
I sit here and play the old school games on my computer. I enjoy it. I can hook it up to the TV and play it on the TV.
I don't care if you give me box looking characters and stuff like that.
It's fun.
It's better than the Rock looking like Maven. It's better than Becky Lynch having acid thrown on her fucking face.
Hold on, time out. If I see Maven trending on any social media platform,
We get credit for that.
Yes. Right here.
Because we already put some people back on the map.
Prince Iakea.
oh man,
Das Wonder Kid, we got
Das
that.
Wonder Kid.
People were talking about him afterwards. I was like, hey, what?
Were we just speaking about him?
ooh, guys, we're 2:10 in.
Yeah.
We gotta wrap this up.
I think it's time to wrap it up, fellas.
All right, final thoughts, Eddie.
No.
Brian.
No, I think we're good for this week.
Shout out to all the people.
Yes, and our fans. Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. We'll be the new.
We're using that little box that the inner circle was hiding in.
Yeah.
You know.
We got a table in here with mics and stuff.
Or somewhere around. You see that's Jericho, right?
Yeah. Yep, right over there. So, but no, thank you guys again for tuning into the show.
Who is Zootsis?
Who?
Who is this person you keep mentioning, Gabe?
I don't know who Zeus is. Talking about Debo?
Go ahead, Gabe.
We talking about Debo?
We're talking about Debo?
Who's this?
I'll show you.
Oh boy. Is this something that we need to live react to?
I'm still interested in seeing this, so we're gonna stick around.
We're gonna wait a little bit because I want to see what the Zeus is. Who? Dan? Hello. Kind of reminds me of Paige Van Sant for a little bit with a mask. Okay.
She's a Puerto Rican luchador.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a Googler.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, she's going to bolster up the women's division.
I have not seen her or heard of her.
Never heard of her. I have to research her and let
Happy
you guys.
new one for me.
We'll let you guys know next week.
And if he comes back, you know who he is. If he comes back with his right side a little later, you know.
Coming out Popeye.
All right, everybody, thank y'all.
A strong hand.
Thank y'all for coming out. Make sure y'all hit up Dana or the inbox and order an I'm about to say AEW.
No, Double Dragon was the shit though.
Yeah,
That game was hard.
So was Battletoads. That was my shit.
Battletoads, I still can't beat.
No, you can't.
That and Tyson.
Nobody can know him. All right, UWO podcast. Some of them guns. Order a UWO shirt. Shout out to Brian on his page. Shout out to Eddie on his page. Shout out to me on my page. And yeah, Twitter.
Yes. UWO 401. Shout out to Chisel Adonis again for giving us that shout out. Really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to tweet this out to him. Hopefully he checks us out. And yeah, we have merch.
We got merch.
If you want shirts, let Ms. Dina know. Ms. Dominique received hers. Mr. Rinaldi got his.
Speaking of Dominique, right?
Oh boy.
So yeah, me and Dominique are newly friends on Facebook, and
You made a big mistake, Dominic.
and she has
We appreciate the friend request.
she has stories.
Wrong person.
She has stories, and
You should have seen how excited he was when he let me know that, by the way.
just
Let's just put it this way. When he shook my hand today, it hurt.
Yeah. And it wasn't from the chops yesterday from Carl's party. And Carl, get better soon. You're hungover as hell. We know that.
Chopped him or something?
They fucked Carl up.
Carl.
There was a chop fest and I didn't know about it?
Chop fest, White Claw, shot roulette. Yeah.
I'd love to go on Chris Benoit on his chest.
Shout out to Houston for presenting.
You couldn't have said Walter.
Nah, I'm going Chris Benoit.
Oh, great.
Sting more.
Hey, damn, Gabe knows too?
Walter's my head.
Oh, jeez. But, all righty, everybody. Thank you again, and we will check you guys out next week.
Same bat time, different bat channel. Peace.
Later.